Welcome to Dwarven Forge Live. This is the Lowtown live stream, live game, actual play extravaganza happening in the middle of our Kickstarter. Yay! So if you don't know, we have a Kickstarter going right this very second for Cities Untold Lowtown. So we thought, what the heck? This is the show with no technical difficulties. So we never. What's the?
Okay, we're good. We're good.
What's that? Did we have to start over?
We're good.
We're gonna play D&D, guys. All right, let's go. We got a Kickstarter going for Lowtown, so we're gonna play on the pieces today to give you an idea of some of the fun things you might be able to do with these Lowtown pieces. Of course, we spiced it up by using, I don't know, a little bit of everything. What do we have on here, Toby? Toby and Miles did the bulk of this build, a bunch of it last night on stream. For those of you that saw it, what are we featuring here, Toby?
This side you can see more of the wood buildings from Lowtown so far. A lot of the scaffolding, and then some of the,
all the different modular roofs are being
Yep.
present. We even got the steeple up there, a lot of the hanging ivy and stuff.
Yeah.
And then even there in the bottom, it's a little harder to see, maybe, but we've got
splash of
some wildlands,
And what about over yonder, Toby? What do we got?
From yonder we have a castle going on, but to connect to the castle we use some of our new elevation pieces as bridges and also seawalls around
Yeah.
there.
I see.
Wall.
Even this
Yeah.
tower over here is placed on a couple of, is that caverns right there?
Yeah, that's caverns,
some
up,
caverns
traffic
into
ledges.
mountains and stuff.
Some streets.
Really cool. And we got some city streets on this side, blending into some fieldstone over here as well. Super.
So
awesome.
we're gonna play some D&D, but before we do, we have a couple of important messages for you. What are these important messages, Chris? What can they do? I heard they can spend and they can win.
So you're able to do inspiration for each of the. Hold on, just go and hold this mic. Hello. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it is working. Hi. Yeah. So you're able to spend inspiration. You're able to spend channel points to give inspiration to each of the players as well as the DM. The DM currently costs 15 times the channel points because it's not fair. You're limited to giving one inspiration to each person per user. I think that's basically and they can only get 15 total, and there's like a 5-minute cooldown just so we don't give everybody inspiration on literally every roll.
Did you learn from our anniversary game? Is this
I learned from my Winnie the Pooh home run derby streams where I let people pay to make me say poggers as many times as they want,
and drink Gatorade and eat peanuts and almost die.
It was bad.
Fantastic.
We're limiting those rewards.
Should have sent a little bit more points.
We're also running a much more complicated setup, both camera and audio-wise, than usual. So I'm trying to balance audio and everything as we go. Let me know if there's any issues. We're gonna see how it goes. Oh, and also we're gonna give away $50 for the pledge manager at the break. We're gonna take a quick 10-minute break in the middle. This game's only gonna be about 3 hours, and we'll give the word right before we go to break, and we'll roll it right when we get back from break, and that'll be that.
Well, it's pretty impressive cobbling this all together in the middle of a Kickstarter. So if there are little few hiccups, forgive us. We're running a big Kickstarter right now, so we shouldn't even be playing D&D. What are we doing? Let's get at it.
Actually, it's the opposite. Right?
Oh. So why don't you guys, before we dive in, let's introduce everybody. Who are you? Why are you? Who are you? What do you do here at Dwarven Forge? And who are you playing today? And what are you looking forward to doing? I'm gonna start in the corner here, Toby. Tyler. You're Toby. You're Tyler. I don't know who these people are.
That's fine. His name's on his shirt. It's fine.
Gotta sacrifice me again today, guys.
My name is Tyler. I am the head of product development here at Dwarven Forge, and I am playing Amarand, the Air Genasi sorcerer, storm sorcerer. Spells, mystic. That's it. Sorry. Go ahead. What were you gonna ask me?
I was gonna ask you what are you known for? What's Amarand?
Amarand is known for a few things, mainly because he won't shut up about them. He has smuggled many different things within and without the city. Chief among them, a line of coffee beans and grounds that are known throughout all of the world under his own brand, Smuggler's Coffee. And
Interesting. He has his own.
yeah, it's his
coffee.
own brand.
He didn't
no
steal
one,
this brand for anyone else.
No, well, no one who would mind. You know.
The great coffee smuggler.
And he loves doing the impossible. He loves being seen doing the impossible, and that's his whole shtick. He doesn't want to do it if no one's going to see it. Essentially, he wants to be able to be seen doing everything he's done. So yeah.
All right, Sil, tell us about you.
All right, well, my name's Sil. I'm the video/media manager here. Today I'm playing Clam. So, Clam is a human warlock. She comes from a noble background of respectable aristocrats.
Very respectable, it
Yes.
sounds like.
Publicly among the plebes, she retains the honor of her lineage, but privately among nobility and courtiers, ugly rumors of her repeated scandals and unspeakable crimes have left her shunned at court.
Ooh. Can you give us a sample of one of these scandals?
Well,
Wait, hearsay,
they are
hearsay, just-
unspeakable crimes.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well played.
but the Clam dynasty is admired far and wide. She does not use her first name because of the ill repute that it's
Of course.
gathered and
Of
the
course.
baggage that it carries. But she has bloodlust and is power hungry, so she sold her soul to the fiend in a sort of Faustian pact.
Do you want to quantify this fiend? Do they have a name? Or
Yeah, it's just Mephistopheles.
Just-
You know,
okay.
it's just the devil, the one and only. You know, you
Went
just go,
right to the- straight
you
to
just
the
go
stuff?
straight to the straight
Okay.
to the source. But she, in order to get sort of back in good standing with her family, she's ostensibly trying to do some good deeds and make friends, but she may have ulterior motives.
Little community service.
Yeah.
All right.
Officially.
Yeah. What about you, Casey?
So I'm Casey. I do the video stuff behind the camera mostly, and picture stuff too. So
All those photos and all those videos.
yes, all of those. I'm gonna be Larry Leibowitz today. So like for the first 35 years, he was just a normal human. Then kind of woke up one day, metamorphosized into lizard folk. So hasn't been handling that well. And as a matter of fact, he's been so embarrassed by his complexion that for the last few years he's been living in the sewer. But outside of that, he's made a lot of vermin friends in the sewers and stuff, and he's had quite a hobby of taking care of them and nurturing them, sometimes bringing them back to life, and that may have caused a bunch of undead vermin to be in the sewer, but whatever.
Nobody can prove it.
No,
Right.
yeah, exactly.
Well, they just
you
look
know.
wounded.
Yeah, it's, they look. He just misses his friends, okay? But he was forced up to the surface recently because a lot of his vermin friends have been dying. So he's trying to figure out why that's happening. So
And Toby, what about you?
Well, yeah, I'm Toby. I'm designer and sculptor here. And today I'll be playing... The name's Scribble Scream. I got the name when I was a young Kenku, and I designed this whole quarter of the city. I got it from the sounds I make when I had good ideas. I scribbled them down, and when I realized they were bad ideas, I screamed. And then eventually, I came up with the best idea, and the city was beautiful, and it stayed beautiful for many years until it got attacked, it got ruined, and then I thought I would be in charge of, redesigning the city, because everyone loved when I did it. But then this lumber baron came along and made this whole city into, the whole half city into, workers' pits and,
Worker pits.
and, completely ignored all the culture and the beauty of the city that I took from the main city and just completely discarded it. So I got so angry and just left, and then just was living in the forest for the past 8 years or so. And just, now I'm a ranger there and have been avoiding human conflict. But now I'm back here and I don't like it.
So let me ask you this: does Scribble Scream scribble more or scream more? Which
At first, I screamed a lot more, but then now it's more been just scribbling, and now I'm at peace in the forest, just scribbling away.
All right, so it is ostensibly it is a joyous time for Lowtown because the greatly beloved lumber baron has financed a municipal project. Gonna knock out a bunch of these rundown buildings. Fun fact: I believe when you were designing the city, Scribble Scream, you were designing it out of stone, but the lumber baron kind of moved in and said, "No, let's use everything out of lumber. In fact, I'll sell it to the town." And now all the buildings are breaking down. So 30 years later, it's gonna knock down a bunch of these buildings and gonna build the Grand Promenade, a shopping center like you've never seen before. It's gonna be glorious. Right? There's gonna be all these worthless trinkets to buy. It'll be just a wonderful thing. So today is going to be the ribbon cutting ceremony for this amazing project that the lumber baron is bringing to Lowtown, which clearly the people must be very excited about. A new market square, even fancier than the previous market square, all made of lumber, right? This huge, glorious lumber, big, huge Grand Promenade, all sorts of stores, shopping, and the like. We can knock out this housing. There's plenty of room in the slums, and it's going to be just delightful. So, in about 1 bell's time. What time is it now? Where are we? We're going to do some real-time timer.
4:15.
I should have a timer. Okay, so yeah.
How do you know
In about 1 bell, there is the great ribbon cutting ceremony. We're going to be using real time to track the time. So the clock is ticking. The bells are dinging as we speak. In 1 bell's time, there will be the great ribbon cutting ceremony, and they can start knocking down bits of Lowtown and putting in the Grand Promenade. It's going to be delightful. However, as it turns out, each of you have maybe a few qualms with the lumber baron. Any lumber baron fans here?
Nah.
This city should have been made out of the baron instead of his lumber.
Fair. Any fans in the chat of the lumber baron? Anybody? Everybody loves the lumber baron. Great guy, right? Rich, fine woodsman. No.
He's poisoning my friends.
Whoa! You can't prove anything. Let's say. So.
When other people in the city have said that he is the one who is the most evil, I believe him.
I mean, you're no stranger to hearsay. Do you think?
Oh yes, no, nothing good comes out of the lumber baron's lodge. He's a bad man, and he has been siphoning all of the riches and treasures of our economy straight into his personal bank.
Do you have receipts?
Oh, I have receipts.
All right. So, luckily for you, you were commiserating about your hatred for, or hatred's a strong word. Let's say
No,
let's say hatred.
it's apt.
Yeah. All right. You're full on hatred of the lumber baron, and a stranger overheard you. A blue dragonborn, who I don't know where she's from. Okay. And she said, "Oh, you're in luck, friends. I have a plan to disrupt this ribbon cutting ceremony peacefully, though. She loves the city. She's grown up here her whole life. She doesn't want any riots or burn things down. She knows when adventurers come to town, sometimes there's the death count, the casualties, the collateral damage. It's a little, none of that. But she's like, listen, I have a plan to disrupt this ribbon cutting ceremony. I think it would probably shame the lumber baron. Come meet me at the Crooked Whisker, at whatever time." At 4:20, conveniently.
Nice.
She wants to meet you at 4:20 in the.
I actually have a different meeting that I have to get to at that time.
And it's in the heart of on the seaside of Lowtown. So you've arrived at the docks over yonder, and you have about 4 minutes to make it to the Crooked Whisker to meet with Cassandra the Dragonborn to find out more about how you can disrupt this ribbon cutting ceremony. Assuming that's something you'd want to do.
And as we start, I'm just going to let you know, so far each of the players has 3 inspiration, and Nate has 2.
Nice.
Coming at you. Can I re-roll those inspirations already? All right. Let's. So what do you guys want to do? So you're over yonder.
Well, I suppose if this is, anything to benefit the people of the city. There's going to be a lot of people at this ribbon cutting ceremony. Everyone's going to be watching.
This is a big ceremony. Honestly, there's not a lot of excitement in Lowtown, so this is kind of going to be a big deal.
Well, that's why we're here.
Also, in fact, you have the word on the street. You're the ground. You heard, in fact, that a bunch of the rabble have been paid a few coppers to show up at the ceremony. So somebody's been spreading some coppers around to make sure that it is a packed ceremony.
Well, I see no other reason but to head to the Cat's Whisker, the crooked. Wherever it is and whatever it is, I'll be there with my bells on. I have no bells, I'll have to borrow some bells.
Bells? Yeah, what are we waiting for? Let's just get over there.
Yeah, anything to make this lumber baron displeased. Sign me up.
Perfect. Where is the Crooked Whisker?
Well, does anybody know where the Crooked Whisker is?
But
May
he's-
I roll maybe a history or something, some sort of like lore check to under. I don't know I know the city layout in terms of where I go and how I utilize it for my own benefit, but I don't know where it's potentially located. I don't. But I was wondering.
I would say I know where they dump the alcohol from the bars that go into the sewers.
In fact, that's probably between the two of you. I bet you can get there no problem. As far as you can tell, it's right on the edge of the Central Canal, just off the little market part of the seaport. Why don't you bring on your minis on over to this delightful tavern that awaits you here?
I
So,
see.
Much to your surprise, where the Crooked Whisker should be standing, there is a smoking ruin. It looks like, in fact, there was just a fire might have just gone out. There's a fresh fire. There's still smoke coming out of. Let's throw your minis wherever you'd like to be around said.
Do you want to be here?
That's good. Yeah. I'm good with that.
Yeah. So all that's left is a smoking room with a charred sign that says the Crooked Whisker. It's like hanging from one chain, just sort of swinging in the breeze.
I know arson when I see it.
I think this place is burned
Do you?
down. Do I need to roll for perception on that one?
Well,
Sure, give me some investigation if you want to investigate a little further. What else? So you guys are checking out signs of arson. So what do you guys?
Well, we have a contact here that we were supposed to meet up with. I would be peering around, hoping to find a blue dragonborn with a -1 to perception.
Okay. What about What about you, Scribble Screech?
Thinking,
Scream. Scribble Scream. You guys can give me investigation. If you want, one can aid the other, and you can do it with
D20.
advantage.
You're gonna roll, and then you're gonna add your bonus.
You want to aid her?
Yeah.
So you can
I'll
roll,
also try to figure
Don't
out.
worry.
you can roll a second
You
time.
do-
She's aiding you, so you get to roll twice and take the best roll. She's helping you. So she's sniffing around, right? And
Nice.
plus what? Plus what?
I'm gonna use one of my 3 inspiration to re-roll the
Okay.
5
Okay.
perception check.
You all just got one more inspiration, so that that was for free, I guess.
Good.
17 perception.
Okay. And what were you doing?
I was going to, I guess, also investigate, I guess, the back of it.
All right.
The opposite side? Like
Yeah. Or see, no, I'll check out this end, actually.
What are you looking for?
Just signs where whoever did that might have.
I mean, it's clearly an accident. What do you mean?
Oh,
Where?
Can I see?
Game. I mean, it's
Or
just
can I
just
see
blind
anything
luck.
else from where I am? I want to see if I can see anything else from where I am that's like damage.
Anything
or-
noteworthy? Kind of like
Yeah, yeah.
taking the scene.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me a perception.
Perception.
Meanwhile, so with the expert aid of Larry's
14.
sniffing around and the like, you discover like lamp oil, like exorbitant amounts of lamp oil everywhere. In fact, word on the street is you're no stranger to arson yourself. Maybe have torched a few places, and this reeks of arson.
It does.
It's like clearly sloppy arson, nonetheless. Yeah, it's a hack job. No good.
Okay.
Oh, and it also kind of stinks like chemicals to your wizard nose. No good. Meanwhile, you're peering around, right, looking at the scene, and you don't see a blue dragonborn anywhere. However, you do notice a small, nondescript gnome and just some stuff sort of just having. There's people kind of milling about, right? We don't have a ton of minis on here. There's a few, but I assume there's sort of people milling about because they don't want to move them nonstop the whole time. A nondescript gnome that kind of walks by Scribble Scream over there, and you see her gently pick his pocket as and just sort of start to amble on all casually meanwhile, as you're peering around, you probably would have noticed. You're very, very perceptive, right?
Yeah.
You probably would have noticed this little gnome picking a few coins out of your purse. However, you designed this part of the city, right? You're a stranger to it, and you've noticed now because of the fire and the ground's broken, whatever. You're realizing that it seems like the cobblestones here they've shifted over. It's only been 8 years, but they've shifted as if it's been 100 years or something. So, from your knowledge of municipal planning and geology and building and the like and masonry, you think that there's a fault line or something here. This is shifted way more. This is seismic levels. Most people wouldn't notice. It's maybe only an inch or something. But you built these cobblestones. They should have moved a millimeter. These are master sculpted cobblestones. They're not going anywhere.
Are they
so there's something is definitely amiss. This is not a stable area. All right, what do you guys want to do?
Well, I think first off, as the gnome passes by, I'm going to halt right there, villain, and I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna use the Gust cantrip, and a 1 medium or smaller creature that you choose must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed up to 5 feet away from you. I'm basically just trying to push them into something. Kind of either into the Kenku or into the market stall or into the rubble.
Where do you want to go? You are a master of the wind. You tell me where you want that gnome to go.
Fantastic. I would love them to go nondescriptly into the market stall, push 5 feet that way, and just get basically.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
she rolled a 2, and I'm holding on to my inspiration for something that really matters. So she slams against the wall of the market stall. Oof! Ow! And clink, 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 clink. 2 gold coins fall from her hand. Oh, I dropped my coins.
Those aren't your coins. Those coins belong to my old chum over here.
Thanks, Stormy. I guess you ain't so bad after all.
Oh, no. These I'm pretty sure these are my coins. I just dropped
Well,
them.
you can have those coins if you tell me what happened here. If you know anything, you seen... What's the Dragonborn's name? Cassandra. Have you ever heard of Cassandra?
Oh, I can keep my coins? Oh, yes. Yeah, of course I will keep my coins.
If you give me the information, of course.
Well, here, clearly it was not sanctioned guild activity. It was, no, I don't, this seems just like it must have been an accident.
Do you mind if I...
The Thieves Guild had nothing to do with it. And, that's, pretty much all I know. And, let's see, tell me, 2 gold coins. Perhaps I have seen it. Maybe I might have dropped one more of my coins. If you found it, I might be able to...
Cough up the money. I don't have anything.
Well, you've already been so truthful so far. I got a -1 to insight, guys. So, well, with an admission like that, I think that it's well deserved of another coin. And I take out one of my gold coins and I hand it to her. I take out 2 and hand it to my friend who I've just,
Give me some. You're just handing out coins?
No. In this event only.
She stole from me. These are mine.
So the Thieves Guild has nothing to do with it.
I'll
then,
consider
eh?
it.
Well,
we've been too busy. And thank you. The Dragonborn I saw her. Cassandra was definitely up in the Mage's Tower, Miles' Mage's Tower.
The Miles Mage's Tower, my favorite haunt. What a dastardly villain. We'll be there. Thank you for your time and for your sticky fingers.
Thank you for returning my money. Yes.
It was well earned.
Yes,
It's
yes.
yours now. That's it. That's
All right,
all I
she
wanted
scampers.
to do.
She scampers away unless anybody's gonna try to stop her.
She's entirely truthful. I have no problems with anything that she just said.
All right, so she scampers off. What do you guys want to do?
Are there any rats around that I could talk to?
Why don't you give me a nature check?
Oh,
Can I,
What are the rest
can I
of you?
compete that with nurture? Or?
yeah.
Versus.
Yeah.
What? Anybody else want to do anything? You want to just let Larry sniff around?
Something seems off here. Like, Sandra told us 5 minutes ago to meet at this place that definitely was already burned down.
I got a 10.
Okay. You think that probably all the rats ran away from the fire?
Dang. I'm useless.
Well,
It's a hard
perhaps if someone could. No, sorry. Perhaps there's something inside or some other thing that we were supposed to find. But if anything, we have perfect advice and, we know exactly where Cassandra is. We could go to the Miles Mage Tower, but I feel like we've barely even scratched the surface of whatever dastardly thing happened here.
It smells.
does.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's,
That's probably us.
Like an open sewer or something.
Okay. I take a few steps back.
So what do you guys want
No
to do?
shade.
Well, I guess let's go to where that's the only lead we got for now. I'd like to kind of look for rats as we head over there. If we
I don't have any,
end up going over there.
Okay.
I don't currently
Any
have
objections to
anything.
heading up to Miles Mage Tower?
Well, I just
I don't really trust it, but would rather ask someone else.
well,
Do you want to poke around and
Yeah.
see if where there's a beggar just by the post over there, not far away.
Okay.
There's a merchant in the little.
I'll choose the beggar. I don't trust the merchants.
Okay. What's your approach today? He looks up.
You look like you've been here long enough. Have you seen this? This blue dragon board?
Beer.
Yes, I'll give you a beer.
Do you have beer on you?
I'll give him a coin to get a beer. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can buy a lot of beer with this.
Go to the tavern over there and get a shuffle beer. Now tell me what happened to this. This city's not what I remember it to be at all.
Oh yeah, the tavern burned down.
When?
Last night. I don't know. I'll tell you, Mr. Squeaky's real broken up about it.
Mr. Squeaky?
Yeah, the innkeep. Yeah, he'd give me scraps. He's just real fun fella. He's real bro. You can hear him crying in there. He can barely sleep. He's crying that much. Nothing like a cat crying, man. Yeah, he's in the house over yonder.
This one?
Just crying it off. Yeah.
crying it off.
Should we go?
Real shame, man.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, shame. Yeah.
Yeah. Get your beer.
Ah, shut up. Yeah. Where? There's no more tavern.
All right.
So someone lost his bar last night. Maybe someone else could perhaps lay some sweet on him. And,
What, to cheer him up? Because he's crying?
well, we're here to ruin the lumber baron, right? Isn't that one way? Is through the people's hearts?
I guess I'll take one for the team.
Let's be clear. I don't mean. I just mean let's pep him up. Let's just make his. Let's just make him. There's no way to gracefully end this, is there? Okay. I mean, yeah. Like, why don't we? I mean,
The only thing
we've got a little bit of time. I guess that's the point.
Let's
Is that
split
like
it up.
it does feel like there's either things to keep looking at in here, but if it only burned down last night and we were supposed to meet here today,
But-
we got this yesterday, right? They
Yeah.
told us
Oh, okay.
yesterday.
Okay,
to
I
meet
thought it
at
was
this
5
place.
minutes ago.
No.
Okay, gotcha.
Already
That's why I was like,
Whoops.
So
You
that's
guys
what
show up, the city burns down. What can I say?
We get the party started.
Either we could all go to him, or we could split. Two of them go to Barkeep, and then the two other go to Cassandra at the Miles Mage's Tower.
You might be able to cover more ground if you split up. But you will split the party.
Maybe we should stay together this time, pals.
That doesn't seem like the most glorious road, but I'll do it.
So where do you want to go? Do you want to go to Cassandra up in Miles Mage's Tower?
I'd be
or
down
do you want to
for-
go to the sobbing house to find Mr. Squiggy?
I think we should go to the sobbing house first.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there might be more lowlifes there who might have some intel on what happened
Sure.
at the tavern.
Also sounds like drama, and you love drama.
And also I'm thirsty.
I'm in.
I'm always down to help out somebody. And the crying's annoying.
So you're helping out the rest of everybody
This
by
time.
making the crying stop.
I'm down to check out what. I don't remember this place. Or this place wasn't built when I was here anyway, so I'll check things out anyway. Let's do it.
Mr. Squiggy.
All right, so
What a
you wander your minis over yonder. You can pop the
Wander
roof
over
off
yonder.
pop the roof off that house. Oh, I guess maybe
Raise the roof.
maybe you want
This
to
one
knock
too, right?
Or as you approach the this house, beautiful green, beautifully hand painted green shingles. You do indeed hear just like sobbing coming from inside.
We found our. I don't have anything. I almost said sultry, and that's the wrong word. Our saddened culprit. I'm just trying to do Adam West right now, guys. There's just a lot of weird words that he said. All right.
I don't know. He sounds pretty low on spirits.
Is it empty or are there patrons?
Do you want to knock on the door? Do you want to just
No,
go
let's
in?
just
What
go
do you-
in.
Alright, so you just you swing open the door, and it's inside. It's clearly somebody's house. It's just
Wonderful.
a humble cottage. They have a nice painting on the wall and a table, and there is a gentleman, a red bearded gentleman with a tankard next to kind of a roly poly tabaxi with a apron, and he's just sobbing. And you note, as you look, you can't help but miss that he has one oversized whisker that's sort of broken and crooked. Now, clearly, he must be the proprietor of the former crooked whisker.
Wonderful. Well, you've stepped in first. Would you like to lead us?
Sure.
And the red bearded man looks over. What are you doing in my house?
So can I do deception or?
Sure. What do you want to achieve?
I want to convince him that we're the people that burned down the tavern.
That sounds like intimidation. Like, are you threatening? Like,
No. I'm trying to get info out of who might have a grudge against him, because he's clearly the owner of the tavern.
so the guy with the red beard is a human, and the sobbing cat with the crooked whisker is the sobbing cat. Who's probably
Sure, right, the
All
crooked whisker.
So, yeah, you want to. So you
Yeah.
want to try and convince him that you burned his tavern down to get
Yes.
information out of him.
Yes.
But
What's your angle exactly?
Because
I'm not.
I could convince him
Yes, I
that we
slowly
could give
started
him
to walk
info
away.
on who paid us to burn down the tavern.
how would they know?
Okay. a web of lies. I like it.
Yes.
And what do you want to? Do you want to? Do you want to try and persuade him, or do you want to try and intimidate him?
Intimidate.
So a little bit of shame.
Yeah.
Your tavern burned down. It might be a shame if your life burned down too.
Yes,
Sort of a
exactly.
scenario.
Exactly.
Okay.
I love it.
Give me a roll a d20
Okay.
and add your intimidation.
It's
It was a
a-
5.
but you do have inspiration if you want to.
The chat is
reroll.
just giving
Okay.
you tons of rerolls.
Then I'll do a reroll.
Natural 20
Natural 20.
You
plus
avoid-
7.
Plus 7.
Yeah,
So
you've all got a
27.
lot of inspiration, so just keep. I'll let you know. If
All
you're
right, so
running out.
Great.
so you stride in the door. The guy's like, "What are you doing in my house?" And you launch in. Do you
Yes.
want to do any? Do you want to role play through it, or do you want to?
Sure. Like, well, it's a real shame what happened to your tavern.
I know everything.
And you're lucky that you weren't inside when we burnt it to the ground.
I didn't do it.
I have no problem.
If you give
I
us
stand
dirt
right
on
next
the
to it, like,
lumber baron, we will go back to our boss and tell him that we finished the job and let him think that you're deceased. Now, play along.
So he's clutching. So he absolutely freezes. His little cat ears go. Back. And he's you see that he's clutching a rolled up parchment, and he holds it and he like puts it behind his back, shakingly. And he said, he's been nothing but good to me. He tried to fix my basement for a bargain price, and what do you want? Don't hurt me.
Give us the parchment.
No, it's all I've got.
Great.
He said, it's the deed. I'm so lucky. I've lost everything, and he came this morning. The lumber baron. He sent his
I pull out
his
a
comptroller, and he said he'd offer me 100 gold for the deed of the property. It's worthless. It's almost too good to be true. This is all I have. But just don't hurt me. Just don't kill me. He said if I just gave him the deed, it's worthless land. I don't even know why he wants it.
So I'll take it.
This level of guile is certainly above average. I have never seen such deception.
And I assure my friends that I'm only doing this on their behalf because they don't have the guts to do it. And I'm doing it for them because I love my friends.
And the man with the red beard just shakes his "You monster."
If I've learned anything, it's that you don't always know the gifts that you've been given when you initially receive them, but over time, those gifts become greater and they have more value. And
Get out of my
where was I going with this?
You monsters!
I
Can't
step
you
out.
see this man is broken?
Yes.
Where are we gonna drink now?
Come with us.
What? We're gonna go drink. We're gonna go take him out on the town, or what?
Needs it.
I'd sooner drink bitter hemlock.
Okay.
I step out of the door. I mean, like if he's asked us to leave.
I think we're done here, I say. And leave with the parchment.
So, as you're walking out, you hear like a terrible trumpet, and you see sashaying down the street. You see a man in a very fine doublet with big puffy sleeves, and he's got a foppish hat with a plume that just trails behind, and skin tight velvet tights and an elaborate codpiece, and he's sashaying down the street. It's all yellow and red, and he's saying, Mr. Squiggy, I've come for the deed. And you hear the trump. There's behind him. There's a little gnome with a trumpet going. Announcing the Barodio comptroller for the lumber baron. So what do you want to do? He's sashaying down the street towards you in his codpiece.
Well, that's what we were grabbing it for, correct?
Yes,
We were.
yes.
Part of the look.
This is all a ruse, of course, to get closer to the lumber baron, right?
Yes.
Use a deception check.
That's what I. That's. There's no other reason to take an innocent man's only last, like the last thing he owns
He's
after his
devastated.
entire-
I didn't
there.
trust him. I don't know.
I don't trust you.
Again, I imagine that there's a greater plan at foot that I am not
Yeah, but
privy to, but will.
I absolutely do not trust this party right now.
So let's talk to the foppish man in the codpiece.
I want to tell him that you stole the deed.
I think we should tell him the truth.
Okay, now I don't want to tell him the truth.
Because I have nothing to hide.
I will say, as happy as I am in this moment, I am entirely confused.
Oh, Mr. Squiggy, come out, come out. It's time to sign the deed if you want those shiny gold pieces.
I go over and stand in front of the door and try to distract him with a little dance or something. I don't know.
Ooh, what is that? Mr. Squiggy! Blow the trumpet
Mr.
a little,
Squiggy will not be.
Blows the trumpet again.
Unfortunately, sir, Mr. Squiggy's already made a deal with the four of us. If you want this deed, you're going to have to pry it from our cold, dead fingers.
If you wish to address me, start with my lord and continue.
Where's your lord? You said you have to start with. You start with. Ah, my lord!
Time is very valuable, very valuable.
Right, right. Well, I. you have the
Okay.
thing, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I didn't know if you like put it away or if it was out.
Can I intimidate him?
What do you want to try to accomplish?
I want to find out who sent him and why.
Well, he's the comptroller for the lumber baron.
Okay. Well, let's find out where the lumber baron is.
You want to
So
take
what's
this
your-
already to the top?
What's your angle?
We have to
I
get
don't
to
know
the
where this
ribbon
is
cutting,
going.
which is soon, like, so let's
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
forget
true.
that.
You have 30 minutes till the great ribbon cutting ceremony.
Well, maybe someone else could make a decision.
No, that's totally fine. I just was like,
you have the deed that you
It's
stole from the
true.
guy.
That's where I thought you-
I offer the deed
Here's-
to anyone in my party.
What I will say is what I thought you were angling at, and maybe we can take a second out of character to say I thought you were angling that like we have the deed, the lumber baron clearly wants this,
Correct.
so
You got leverage.
maybe we can start working out a deal with this comptroller guy and get an audience with the lumber baron or something like that.
Sure.
Right. Which could be maybe more of a persuasion check or something. Which I know
Well,
you're
intimidation
good at.
turns it into a social conflict quickly, and it has a chance of going off the rails.
Whereas either deception or persuasion, like we could probably convince this guy to be like, oh, maybe after the ribbon cutting we can go to the lumber barons and present the deed to him personally because we actually got it for free. We didn't even the lumber baron doesn't even have to spend any money. We saved the lumber baron 100 gold. So
Well, you certainly have the angle that he wants this thing, so you have leverage.
because we still have to meet Cassandra.
Cassandra.
Cassandra, sorry. So that's what I would say. Maybe we start there. We try to convince this guy that we have something that the lumber baron wants, and we got it for free. We just want an audience. That's our payment in this endeavor, and then that way we get in that guy's house. We can gank him.
I love it.
Perfect. Would you like to make the roll, or would you want me to?
Why don't you do it?
You're
Okay.
the face.
Fantastic.
You're built for this.
Good, sir.
No,
my
she said she's doing it. Is
Oh.
that what you said?
No, I said you should.
Oh, you
do
should.
it.
Oh,
Oh.
great. I think I would.
My lord, what a beautiful day it is about us today. And you
Yes,
walked
yes.
so funny. It was so great. I watched every second of it. You see, we have already acquired the deed that the good lumber baron has requested, and we paid not a cent. We were able to convince good Mr. Squiggy to give it up out of the goodness of his heart. So, in our defense, we will hold on to this deed, for after the ribbon ceremony, we would greatly appreciate the opportunity to meet with the lumber baron personally and hand it over. If we could be benefited by this wonderful offering, we'll be about our way, and so will you, and you'll continue your funny walk into whatever direction it goes. I'm going to try a persuasion, because this is true. I guess I didn't say anything that was a lie, but all right.
Well, goodness of his heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you want it to be deception? Either way. So that's only a +4 in persuasion. I am better at deception, but it was definitely not the roll. I got an 8, but I want to use inspiration
Yeah, hit
to
it.
re-roll. That's a 17 +4, so that's 21.
Okay. Oh, so I see a bargain maker, huh? You seem
I do.
versed in politics for a unwashed mess.
I don't know many songs, but yes.
So you have this deed.
Indeed.
I am authorized as the baronial comptroller to the lumber baron. I am authorized to offer you 50 shiny gold pieces in exchange for that deed.
True, 50 gold pieces would be a wonderful boon. However, we will settle for nothing less than an audience with the lumber baron.
Excellent, excellent. Free and an audience. I like the cut of your jib.
I don't know many sailing terms, so I'll nod.
Hand over the deed, and I will see it done.
Oh, no, I apologize.
Oh no! You just hand it over, and then we will.
No,
make
we
it
will
settle.
hand it to the lumber baron himself.
You will give it to me now.
Can I cast Shocking Grasp? Thank you. All right. Because I'm going to.
You're gonna hand.
I'm going to hand it and Shocking
give it-
Grasp him at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to do. Sorry, y'all.
No, I love it.
I have no idea what's going on, so I need to figure out.
Sure.
Dude, the chat is so mad that you're having to look up the spell.
3.
Huh? No, I'm just looking. I'm looking at my stats.
It's George.
25 to hit. And
Do some damage.
and that's 2d8. And then he can't take reactions. So the start of its next turn, which means we can book it. I think. It's 11 damage, lightning damage into his hand. And
And are you?
mhm.
And you're holding the deed. You do this with the deed
Well, I'm like holding it, and I was basically like trying to reach my hand out
to shake
to
shake
shake
on
his
it.
hand, and I have the deed still in this other hand.
So he's presenting his hand to you like this. You grab it and he's like his foppish hat goes like flying off. His codpiece is like everything. It's like his whole body is like as he's shaking around. The gnome with the trumpet like takes a step back, can't believe what's going on. Everybody sort of as he's screaming. He's like you see like. It looks like he's wet himself. He's like he's just screaming. People are
Right.
starting stopping and turning. You hear like
I don't let go,
okay.
and as he's
Dock hands
Like-
are like dropping their things. There's like
as he's
horses
as
are
he,
whinnying.
as the damage ends, I go. Now listen very carefully. We will be doing an audience with the lumber baron for this deed, or we can continue in this endeavor. Poor Larry over there. It's just-
I just
Yeah.
wanted to help people. This sucks.
Is this how negotiations are done nowadays? It's so different from 8 years ago.
But I've never you an assault on nobility. Why?
I could get pepper too.
And he storms about. I return. And he starts
Make sure-
prancing off, like, but he's kind of like limping because his tights are wet, and
Right,
he's just
right.
like it's a very awkward.
He's
Huffily,
even more awkwardly walking away.
wildly awkward. He huffs off,
Yeah.
and the goes.
Make sure you come back with the lumber baron.
And he huffs off this direction towards the this.
The like big actual like.
Yeah.
I don't think that
And
helped
everybody's
at
now
all.
staring at you.
Just smile and wave.
I don't know these people.
Well, what do we say I like sort of like toss the deed up in the air, snatch it. What you say we go to Cassandra? Oh, I suppose if you wanted to hand this back to Mr. Squiggy, we don't need it anymore, as it was all just a ploy anyway.
Yeah, I will. Thanks.
You see, diplomacy. That's the way. That's what I call... well, we'll get to that later.
I don't think this is going to help our chances with talking to the lumber baron at all. But I guess
think
we'll
we got his attention.
Okay.
I used to know all about diplomacy. I don't know what this is anymore. But then again, I've been living in the forest for 8 years, so
The city has
I
definitely
have no idea
changed,
what's-
my friend.
I can see it's ugly.
Do you want to take the deed
Yeah,
back to Mr.
I go
Swiggy?
back in there and I want to comfort him. But
So he's now curled in the
Sounds like it.
corner, just like shaking
I'm true neutral,
and
so
sobbing.
I go both ways.
He's not he's sitting drinking, and the red bearded man is just covered in. It's like, there. I'm sure there's a dry alley in the slums you can live. It's gonna be fine.
all right, I'd like to knock. Hey there, hey, it's me. I'm not a part of those other. Listen. I got the deed back.
He breaks off
please.
the red breaks off his bottle and brandishes it at you. What do you monsters want?
No, I'm
You look what
literally.
you've done to my friend.
I'm not. Listen, I just want to correct everything that happened. I don't know what that was all about. She's got a drinking problem. You see, you were familiar with the drinking problem.
It's true.
Yeah.
Words never been spoken.
And times are tough. The city's in shambles right now. Stuff is, my friends are getting sick, and we're just all in a really bad place right now. And I'm sorry if I made that even worse, or if our group did. It wasn't me. It was them.
Well, little Billy's fallen ill as well.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's tough times.
It's
Well, you stole everything
No,
my
like-
friend had left. And
I was the scroll, the deed, the thing that you wanted. Here. I just like.
Mr. Squiggs, you can... He looks up. He's just his fur is like drenched with the tears. It looks like his other whiskers are all askew. He looks like he's all bedraggled.
Crusty.
I roll it back.
Hope. I can sell this to Lumber Baron for 100 gold. Why, thank you. Wow, thank you. And he, what is your name, kind listener?
I'm Larry Leibowitz.
Well, Larry Leibowitz, I'm gonna build a new tavern, well, more like a hovel in the slums that'll have some sort of swill, but you are welcome to all the free swill you can drink.
Awesome.
Am I here during this, or
Yeah, you're probably listening.
yeah? I'll be like, come to me when you want to build. I'll build it way better.
I'm gonna have 100 gold for this worthless plot of land. Now, 100 gold, I could definitely find a little hovel for that, and maybe a little bathtub gin, and it could be something to look forward to.
Well, don't drink it all.
All right, I'm going to the lumber baron. He scampers out the door.
Okay.
And,
Wait. Where,
You see
where,
this,
where?
this large tabaxi. And I'm like,
Okay, where exactly are you running to? It went so quick. I didn't know.
He turns on that feline agility,
Yeah.
and it's just like moving.
You got the zoomies.
Yes, he's like zooming. You see him sort of scamper up these stairs.
Just a 5'5" cat.
So you see him scamper up
He
these
must have
stairs and
just
head this direction. Same way that the
Comptroller left.
comptroller was headed. Yeah.
Also, it might be a
Baronial
little, yeah.
comptroller to you,
Yeah, well,
his lordship.
So it might be a little late for this, but can I see like what the general reaction was when the prancing flamboyant
like
noble
from the-
was
from the
to
people?
from the
Oh yeah,
people,
nobody loves that guy.
Gotcha.
They were
So they clapped.
yeah, people were laughing and jeering, and a couple people came up and patted you on the back.
But
thank you,
when-
old chum.
When he initially came down, were the people like scared or something?
Yeah, from what you could see, it was like there's no love. The general populace has no love for
This guy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So in fact, a few, one of the dock hands comes over to you like, "Yeah, what's your name there, mustache?"
I'm Amarand. You'll know me. I think.
Amaranth.
Amaranth! There's just songs constantly playing.
Good to see you put Fancy Pants in his place.
While I'm here,
We don't call him Burke the Jerk for nothing.
oh, Burke the Jerk, that's wonderfully alliterative.
What that mean?
I read it in a book once and I thought it was cool, so that's.
Well,
that's
I
about all
read you
know.
in a book and thought you were cool.
This is a good conversation. I like it.
He's hitting on you.
Really?
I mean, I don't know.
Well, I don't know either. Are you hitting on me?
I got sacks to move. Wanders off with his big sack. Oh, look, it's a guy with a big sack.
oh, that sack.
I'll have to remember his face for later.
So, what do you? Where are we? What's going on?
Cassandra!
Cassandra. Yeah, you have about 15 minutes till the ribbon cutting ceremony.
We've got to run, my friends.
Yep.
Yep.
I genuinely full sprint away. I have like 35 move speed, and then there's also just like with the gusts of wind that I can manipulate. I'm just like
Storm.
running towards the Miles Mage Tower.
Clam, are you heading that way too?
Yeah, sure.
Do you are you booking it, or are you at a sort of a dignified
I'm
mosey?
walking briskly, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a fast walker, power walker.
Power walking?
Like an iced tea.
Just
Definitely.
your
Just-
standard walk,
briskly.
probably.
Just mosey.
Yeah.
I'll hurry walk as well.
So it seems like the two of you were going fast, and the two of you were like just moving. All right. So you head on up to you bring on your minis on over here. You're heading on this this direction, and
Here you go. Here's all the turn.
it looks like the main entrance to this Miles Mage's Tower is here. What would you like to do? There's a just looks like a simple door at the top of the stairs, and nobody about. There's people passing by on the street.
I'll stay
Smiling
out
and
here and keep watch for Burke the Jerk. The three of you should make your way inside, try to find Cassandra.
Cassandra.
And her name was Cassandra.
That's okay, right? Sounds good to me. Maybe I'll go first this time. Knock on the door.
She didn't even knock. She was just like,
That's not honestly
Started with a knock.
twofold best thing I've ever seen in my life playing this game for so long was just push open the door and
Unbelievable.
just give me that. It's so fantastic. I love every second of it.
and a net one.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so you're leading the way. Are you taking up the rear? Are you in the middle?
I think I'll stay outside.
So the two. Okay, so the
And-
two you were left
I
alone
don't-
together
I don't
again,
wanna cause any more
outside.
trouble.
Okay. So.
Yet.
Okay, so the two of
We
you
got
are just
horses to
gonna
talk to.
stay outside, and you
Can I s-
are you going in?
Can I see if, briefly, can I see if there's any other entrances? Or just like, is it just this is the main entrance?
This is the main entrance.
Okay. I'll join.
I'm gonna see a door on. I see
Um,
2 other doors, but
I see door people. Yeah, I didn't build that. This looks like a magic storage tower over here.
I guess that's
and,
why I asked what's the
yeah.
main entrance.
The main entrance
I
being
think it's
up
those
the stairs
stairs.
is cool, but like I just mean
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Okay.
But there is another.
Yeah, you could go on the side entrance there too.
Cool.
Where do you want to hit?
I'll just go right up. Why not?
All right, so you're
Yeah, I'll join.
you're just about to. Are you gonna knock on the door?
Oh yeah.
You're gonna kick
Very
it down.
really
like-
politely.
You-
Hello.
So you raise your fist to knock, and the door opens, and the blue dragonborn comes like racing out. You almost like knock on her face, but I'm sure you're have control. of
I'll
it.
just I pat
high
her.
five.
There, there. Yes.
So she's gonna racing out. And, oh, my disgruntled friends.
That's us.
Where we need a private place to go talk.
Okay.
Well, the only other one was burned
oh.
down.
Yeah. You know any private places? I know the sewers, but I don't think it's really stinky, so
Could she invite us up into the tower?
yeah, why can't we go inside?
The mages are always listening.
Oh.
They do have
Hopefully they didn't hear that.
wonderful perception in there.
Well,
Perhaps we could walk to the bridge.
Yes, there seems to be a delightful little alley down there.
Do you want to go down the alley?
yeah, the alley
Yeah.
looks like there's nobody down
It's
there.
a perfect dark little alley
and tasty.
for
We love a dark little alley.
Is. Where is she?
Maybe a Murphy too.
Oh,
Oh, maybe she was up.
Well, we'll find her eventually.
Oh wait.
The
whoop.
other one?
She's teleporting
she
around.
moves.
I prepped. I put various people in the various buildings. And I forgot where. Yeah.
That's
The magic of being able to reveal stuff inside the buildings and then totally forgetting where you put it. All right, so you head on down to this alley, and all right. So she says, "So you'll never believe it. I was just in the maze going through the records, and it was the strangest thing. It looks like the lumber baron has bought up deeds to all of the buildings around here except for the what was it? The Crooked Whisper. What do you make of that?
well, he's about to have the Crooked Whisker. Also, it was burned down. You know about I mean, you didn't meet us there, so yeah, you would have known it's burned down.
Maybe it sounds like he wanted to buy it and the Crooked Whisker owner said no. So he sent some goons. Some
It's good he said no, 'cause we don't want him to
cheap
get it.
goons.
That's all I know is we definitely don't want him to get that.
Whoops.
Because it's clearly he's trying to buy up everything.
Well, I mean, he's definitely he's about to get the deed, like right now. So we should do something to stop the lumber baron from getting that deed. Like literally, the guy's like ran the tabaxi guy. Yeah, he ran over to the lumber baron right now.
Oh well, as long as he didn't cross the bridge, we'll be fine. We can find him.
Can I like look over and see if I can?
Yeah, you see his tail just slip through the portcullis.
Yeah, so he just crossed the bridge. It looks like he's in there. Sorry. But at least
Was
he's
that
not
a
crying.
bad
He's not
thing?
crying now, though. He's happy.
Well, nobody gets across the bridge right now. The lumber baron shut down the bridge. Unless you've got a writ, nobody can get across the bridge. He's got some scheme brewing in his
Well-
his lumber baron storehouses. I don't know what they are. These Matt Kroll buildings. Lumber baron's madness mansion.
Who is guarding the bridge though?
Oh, the cardinal. You don't want to talk to him.
I think there's probably. I'm very familiar with the sewer systems and canals here. Is there? I'm sure there has to be some way underneath the bridge or
Well, here's the
another
thing.
access
The
point.
ribbon cutting is in 15 minutes.
Right.
By that I mean 9 minutes.
Of course.
So, my plan was I was hoping you would meet me sooner, so that we
Whoops.
could figure this out. That for some reason, nobody should like this is. Nobody has anywhere to live. The slums are overcrowded. This was the only bits of affordable housing left. Everything's going to get knocked down, but for some reason, all the people seem to be supporting this. But I've been poking around. It seems like the Thieves Guild has been shaking them down, which is odd, because the Thieves Guild is supposed to protect. I've been in this town a long time, right? Sounds like a Thieves Guild's a bad thing. No, Thieves Guild's a good thing. They only prey on tourists, you know? They kind of look for dumb-looking people with big fat pouches and try and pick their pockets. You know, I don't know if you know anybody who looks like that. But,
I'm not a tourist. I was born here. I just left because I hate it now.
I don't know. The people that stink of the woods about them, and you know, just so they only target people from out of town. So it's really odd that they're shaking down the locals, right? The last couple of weeks they've been roughing up the locals, shaking down the locals, and it seems odd. In fact, the dock workers seem to be behind this, and everyone that for some reason they've all sort of rallied behind it. I was hoping you'd have time to kind of figure out, get to the bottom of it, but we're really short, and they're going to cut that ribbon in 7 minutes. So here's what I'm hoping: is there some way we could, so the mayor, what the heck is it? Montefern, Mayor Montefern. He feeds on the love of the people. You know, he's not the.
He's a vampire?
No, he's about as sharp as a bag of wet mice. You know, the people.
What does that mean?
He's
If you freeze them wet mice, they get sharp and frozen.
Oh, dangerous
Yeah.
mice bag. I get it.
That's not
no, he's
freezing.
not
He values
dangerous.
his,
He's just kind of
public
he's a Nimrod, you know. So, but he thinks if he thinks everybody loves this thing, he's gonna do it. But if he thinks everybody hates this thing, he's not gonna go. He wants the people to love him, right? He doesn't really know what he's doing. I don't know who really runs things,
So the
but
Baron is buying up properties, and the Thieves Guild has been stopping that?
no, they've been shaking down the locals.
They've been helping the
Seems
lumber
like
baron
they're
at that
helping the
point.
lumber baron, which is strange because they,
Huh.
yeah.
Well, that's weird.
only
That
we had a
little,
thief
that
to
little
question.
gnome told me that
Yeah.
the Thieves Guild wasn't doing anything.
Okay.
Maybe
So
we should
maybe
have someone else.
we-
Well, we got 6 minutes
Cutting
until the.
ceremony, and we could
Boo.
instigate some sort of riot or
Yeah.
Whoa!
No, wait.
I don't want
Non-violent.
any trouble. I don't want any tears. I don't want anybody murdered.
Why don't we start them?
But Larry,
Tomatoes. We throw tomatoes at the
Well,
mayor.
Yeah, and then we could turn
Boo.
public perception
Right.
against this.
maybe less riotous, more raucous. Raucous? Raucous?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I know,
Ruckus.
I was trying to agree.
She can start a
Nobody
ruckus.
said riot.
Disrupting the ceremony to begin with.
My plan was, if you guys could talk to the doc.
Am I getting gaslit? Is that what that is?
I was hoping you could talk to Quinnock, the queen of the docks, and maybe rally up the dock workers. You could have talked to Thieves Guild, maybe find out why they're shaking down the people, maybe get them on the thing. And then you could have maybe,
Will
the
be
most
enough.
beloved, the Mr. Squiggy, the most beloved person in town because he runs the other tavern. He could get the love of the people.
Well, we
I could
definitely
have
talked
rallied
to
up all. We could have rallied up all the people and turned the tide on this mayor, but. Things haven't quite gone that way, I think, but there must be some way.
Well, I think you've got a good standing with the people. Everyone really liked that
They
performance
really
you
liked
did.
what I did today.
They were laughing.
We're gonna be enough, I
What?
think.
Tell me a little bit more about what you did.
Oh, I shocked Burke the Jerk. Like electrocuted him through and through.
Everyone laughed and patted his back, and
It was a
Wait.
very
Much
good thing
merriment.
that happened to me.
You caused physical
Oh,
harm to
deep physical harm.
the Lord Baronial Comptroller?
I liked calling him Burke the Jerk. It was much simpler
You
than
assaulted a
baronial.
noble, but nobody saw it. Right? It was quiet.
Oh, everyone
Everyone-
saw it. It
yeah,
was
everybody
beautiful.
saw
It was
it.
the most.
Show.
It was the most displayed thing on today.
I think they enjoyed
but
it.
you were anonymous. Nobody knows who you were.
Oh,
So-
no, I said my name is Amaranth. I am this man. Oh, of course. People, I guarantee it'll be in the Gazette. The evening edition.
Do you know any safe houses?
What for?
You might be in trouble.
Well, we could break into any house.
I could try.
Do you have a disguise?
I do, but we gotta go to the ribbon. I mean,
We've got to be there. Use me as a distraction. They're all coming at me. Well, they'll never touch me. So I see this as a win. I could go to the ribbon cutting ceremony, hold off everyone, and the three of you can enter the lumber baron's home and gank him. We gotta get him. We gotta get him. We gotta understand what his plan is. We gotta know why he's buying all these properties and also potentially burning them down. Because why would you buy something and then just burn it to the ground and
He
rot?
doesn't,
Gee, I
he doesn't own
wonder.
that one yet.
Oh, well, still.
He offered, remember, he
Yeah,
offered
yes,
the money for the burned down place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's not get into the nitty gritty of who bought what and who burned down which, and I don't understand it anymore. I'm having trouble.
Let's start dealing with the truth here.
Well,
So, what's our plan? We have 2 minutes.
we just. My best plan right now. We throw tomatoes at the mayor. Go boo.
I also
'Cause
agree.
if he
We can
cares
get the
about
other-
his appearance.
We can get the other people to agree. I'll stand on stage. I'll take that. I'll take that blow. I'll get on stage and I'll rally the people into not respecting the mayor. It's as best as quick as I can say it. That's the general thought. Is maybe we can make like because your point, Casey, is like maybe we can actually like rally support from the people who are actually at the ribbon ceremony.
Yep.
You were saying that like the mayor loves the people, and if he thinks that everybody hates it, then like he'll go against it, and that's what we really want, right? So
I might caution you, if you publicly shame him, it may not have the same result as if you could get him to understand that people didn't love the thing. Throwing tomatoes might. How would you react if you were publicly
I
tomatoed?
would cry.
I wonder.
My question more is, I know you wanted to cause a riot, but what were you trying to
A
achieve?
riot? No riots.
Sorry.
No riots.
Sorry.
No fires.
Sorry.
No riots. No stabbing.
Let me I didn't mean to say that. I meant disrupt the ceremony.
Yes.
But what were you trying to get out of
Well,
that? Like,
if the-
what was your?
If the people could boo, right? If they
Yeah.
could show the mayor that they
Displeasure.
weren't in support of this, right? The mayor thinks he had all these he paid these people to do surveys of the people. He has all these. He thinks that the numbers tell him that the people like it, but I don't think that people like it. He's believing these. The lumber baron runs like a survey company. They can just go out and they canvass the people.
Is there like a sign maker in town or someone that we could?
In
Make-
1 minute?
It might be too late for
Yes, there certainly is
I'm
a
sorry.
sign
No, I
maker.
just, I just thought that it was, I just think it's so great.
Some picket signs might do the trick.
Absolutely. In fact,
Nothing is
we're
more
behind.
powerful than the power of the word.
We happen to be
power of the
standing right behind the Sign Makers Guild.
Great.
Unbelievable.
And they already have the signs made, maybe?
Yeah.
Well, they'll definitely
let's not
blanks.
stretch it than reality too.
Maybe we could intimidate him into making some signs to pass out to the people.
Potentially.
So, at that moment, you hear a barrage of trumpets, and there's a clink, clink, clink of the portcullis, this beautiful double lion portcullis arch opening, and tromping of. Sounds like the feet of many guards marching in unison and the like. It sounds like a royal procession heading out to perhaps prepare for the ribbon cutting ceremony. What are you going to do? I'm going to get all the guards.
Again, I could run a distraction, give you guys a little bit more time to set up the signs and rally the people.
That sounds good to me. We
or,
could strategically.
Or opposite, I could help rally the people and somebody else runs a distraction. Just
Would
no.
it help to make it sound like trumpets are already going on to confuse the people and the thing, and the people coming? No, I don't think so.
Probably not.
I mean, I think the distraction's good, and then we could have time to make the signs and then strategically place ourselves in the crowd and boo, boo, we don't want this.
They attacked. They hurt Mr. Squiggy and
Right.
They assaulted him in his own home. The fiends.
Yes.
yes. So that I genuinely.
We could
I
start
think that-
spreading that
Yes.
rumor.
It was the lumber baron.
It was his thugs. They did that. Our beloved Mr. Squiggy.
Yeah. And for Amarand. Too. See if you can work that in there.
Who? Wait. Who? Could I? So, can we kind? Is it?
Can I? Oh, I have an idea.
What's up?
If I'm close enough to the bridge, can I possibly use the cube to delay the people crossing?
I think they already have. But
They are marching.
Yes, that could have been really cool. But maybe we could still utilize that. Oh shit! We could do it the opposite way.
When the
We could set it up
When the distraction.
again, so that they can't cross the bridge.
Oh yeah.
come back.
Later. Like that'd be awesome.
Cool.
All right, so the people are gathering. You hear
And
the
hunting.
jingle of copper in some of their pouches. Prepared the huge procession of guards. Sort of they form out a big circle. There's a whole bunch of a lot of guards. This guy's even got a rock to celebrate.
Woo.
And the people have gathered. So what are you? So while they're sort of forming up, it's taking a couple minutes to they're getting in a nice formation and whatever and blah blah. What are you guys doing while you have just a couple of minutes while they're forming up? What are you doing?
I would like to start spreading rumors about
Okay.
Lumber Baron's thugs attacking Mr. Swiggle, and I could use help from somebody else.
I
as
can also
well.
help you spread rumors.
And we could.
Yeah.
I don't scribble a
Maybe
sign.
you can find somebody you used to know
Yeah.
in town.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
have some old contacts here.
Yeah.
You're clearly from the slums. They can tell from the smell.
Yes.
So you can mingle in with the people. So why don't you guys each give me a persuasion? Meanwhile, you're going to the sign, the sign,
Power of the written
Yes.
word.
and you're going to intimidate them into making signs faster than they've ever made signs before in their life.
That sounds good.
You could pay them or persuade them or ask them nicely. Also, you could intimidate them.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. What's your angle?
Let's just intimidate.
What's your angle?
The-
Just stick to your guns. This
Yeah.
is the greatest.
I'll do it, or something bad will happen to you.
Well,
What
you're
sort of-
from a
what
very
sort of
notable
something
house,
bad are you
aren't you?
implying?
I am from a very noble house.
What sort of bad thing are you implying might happen? Like what's your leverage?
Their family could be ruined for generations to come.
The only signs you'll be making.
Or out of
Signs of
business.
Clearing sales.
All right. So
Distress signals.
Again, I'm only doing this for the greater good.
yeah. And what? Okay. So give me a intimidation check on that. And what's your grand distraction that you're
The
you're planning here?
baronial
Oh,
comptroller
and where's-
is out there, right?
Oh
He's-
yes, he is. If I can find where did I put him? He
Did you
ran
already
off.
put him? Did you put him?
He ran off
No.
in shame, and is he still out there?
Yeah, he's still out
Yeah,
there.
he's still here.
Yeah.
He didn't. Funny enough, minis don't move if you don't.
Funny enough.
My goal is to give my pals a little bit more time. I
Yeah.
want to I want to step out fully visible in front of the crowd, look Burke the Jerk in his face, and say, I don't have a really good speech in my head at this moment,
Okay.
but basically
Tell me
just,
the paraphrase.
yeah, a paraphrasing of just like commenting in a sort of like soliloquy fashion, or sort of like limericks of Burke the Jerk
Limericks. Wait,
Yeah.
you're taunting him with limericks?
No, I'm taunting him, obviously. And so through that, I'm just trying to distract him and his guards long enough. I'm not
You're trying to stall for time.
stall for time, no physical interaction. Oh,
This sounds like a performance.
Sure, I'll do a performance check for that, yeah. If they start,
You're
brandishing
working the
weapons,
crowd.
I'll
You're working the crowd
Mhm.
while insulting him, while also trying
And-
to
and-
buy
and-
as much time as possible for these guys to pull
Yeah.
off their maneuvers.
Exactly. And if any attacks come my way, I will do my best not to attack back, but just utilize defensive maneuvers.
You can hide behind innocent civilians.
That's a defensive maneuver, so I meant it. That's 22.
Woo! All right, and what did you get, Clam? What
So
was your
do I-
intimidation?
Can I re-roll? Do I have an
And
inspiration?
you do have inspiration
Okay.
still.
All right, check off an inspiration for Clam.
It's even worse.
How many inspiration do you allow?
You burn them. They gave them to you. You can burn them.
Hell yeah, do it again.
Okay.
It's at least better, because you get
Meanwhile, what did you guys?
17.
7, so
21.
14 is
14.
14 is
Woo.
nice.
Okay.
So 14 total on her intimidation.
Okay. And you had a 21, you had a 17. Okay, so you guys, you managed to get a couple of the common folk. In fact, you see Redbeard there, and he's like, yeah, wait. He kind of he's not into it. He's predisposed to believe you, and he's like, muttering out to his friends, and it's like, yeah, they were the ones they made fun of Bert the Jerk, So, and you see an old contact of yours in the town. Who do you think it is? What
I want to say it's Tharls.
Tharls.
Yeah, he's one of my old buddies that like I occasionally still kept in contact with, but he knows the people around, and he
Yeah.
made sure to.
In fact, he's now
punch.
working on the dock. So he was like, yeah, the dock workers. Actually, none of them really. Everybody's against this thing, but he said Quinnock, the queen of the dock, she's kind of in charge of the dock workers. He said she's been acting kind of strange. Like she's said they should support this thing. He doesn't know why. It doesn't really make any sense. But she's kind of acting, seems like out of character. She was always an orc of the people. But this is like something is strange. So he doesn't know what. But he's like, yeah, she says we're for it, but no, everybody's disgruntled. They're all stuck in the slum or whatever. So yeah, we're definitely we'd love to stop this thing. We didn't think we could, and we need someone to rally us up. Meanwhile, the sign maker is she's a female tiefling who's
I like
seen
that.
a bit of she's seen a bit of drama.
Great.
She kind of knows what you're trying to do. She says, she's like, "You're gonna come into my store and threaten my family and my livelihood
You would do the same
for a
thing.
rush job. I like your style."
That's right.
The sign makers guild, sir.
Tell me, sister, how many signs do you need and how fast do you need them?
I need 100. And I need them right now.
I don't like your style that much. But
Can you give me 50?
what sort of messaging are we talking?
Well, we're trying to take down the lumber baron and the mayor. We're trying
Yeah.
to
Dissuade our common.
right. And surely that's something that you can get behind. Sticking it to the man, as it were. And we want to thwart his plans for.
So what's it? I need a slogan. Give me a slogan. What do we?
Cut it out. And then it's
Okay. Well, I was making all these signs for the higher hairstylist
Yeah.
guild with
Great.
these scissors.
Let's
I just have a bunch
repurpose
of those
them.
on. Yeah, I think we could possibly get a couple of those cooking. How are you with a paintbrush?
an excellent.
All right. So let's jam out some signs. So she pulls out and starts to cut it out on these big scissor signs that she's
And it's
got.
scissors with a
Yeah.
big line through it.
Okay, that's your symbol.
Not confusing.
Not at all. It makes total sense. All right, what are we cutting out?
The ribbon cutting.
Cut out the cutting. Okay. Perfect.
It's
All right.
psychological warfare.
All right, so you're frantically painting up signs. You're doing your thing. So you stride out. So the trumpets are sing Mayor Montefern, and this sort of tranquil looking tiefling with purple skin and these long flowing robes. He steps out. He said, "Greetings, people! Greetings, the people of Lowtown! How wonderful to see all of you! I'm sure you're happy to see your beloved mayor." Pauses, and there's some like applause. Well, you guys are still out chit-chatting. She's getting the signs. There's like some light applause. He said, "I'm sure you're happy to see your mayor," and they clap a little louder, and you see the comptroller kind of jingles his purse, and the people in the crowd cheer a little louder, like, "Yay, there, woo!" And then he says, and they've strung up a little a ribbon between these. He says, "I'm here to break ground on this grand promenade," and he pulls out these like ridiculous, oversized like scissors.
And at that point, I say, "A moment of your time, Grand Baron. I, Amarand, am here to delight and, well, I was going to say distract, but that's a wrong word. I've whipped up a little ditty for our beloved baronial comptroller. Would you all," I turn to the crowd, "wouldn't you all love to hear?"
Walla, 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 walla. There's like a general. What?
You can
And
just
then-
say yes if you love me, or if you love the idea of me doing this.
You see the dock where it goes, "Yeah, I love you."
That's my sack guy right over there. He's got a lot of sacks, and I like him for it. He's definitely got one big one that I care about the most. Well, here we are. There once was a baronial comptroller named Burke, who
And
everyone...
you see Burke kind of like, and then he starts to promote, and then he realizes it's you, and his face starts to drain.
who everyone knew to be a jerk. Though all wished to see him be hurt, it was funniest when he gave a little spurt. Like
he like covers his pants, and the crowd starts to laugh and to jeer. And just at the same time, the mayor sort of like looks over and like, what? And it looks back, and out a couple of tiefling come with a couple of signs start parading out into the crowd.
Cut it out! Cut it out!
Your guys start chanting, "Cut it out." She comes out, so chanting. All the people that you started are like, "Yeah, good." The other people don't even know why they're chanting, but they're like, "This is kind of catching on," and they start chanting too. It's
You see, Mayor, look at these people. They're not satisfied. They don't want this ribbon to be cut. They hate ribbons. Amarand lost the thread, everybody.
the mayor thinks, but everybody loves the grand promenade, do they not?
Boo! Give me the Grand Promenade Parquet!
No, boo.
And the roof back.
And he turns
Make the
to
line arches more accessible.
the crowd is starting to get riled up. But you hear, but it seems the mayor is listening to the people. Perhaps I should reconsider that curtain pack as well. I see that the angry mob has my ear. What choice do we have? And he turns to the comptroller and he says, But you assured me that the people were behind this project. And the comptroller is livid. He's like,
but they are. I assure you, they are. Just cut the ribbon and make it so. We'll start breaking ground immediately. It is very important that we get this going. Just cut the ribbon, my lord.
Look how shocked he is, everyone.
Oh yeah, his hair is still like he's still like twitching a little. just cut the ribbon. Oh yes, yeah. Well, just
Mayor.
think of all the money, the commerce that is coming in. Oh, and he's like this. Well, this for the people. Believe me, right now you may not think this is good, but there's going to be. We will monetize this grand promenade like the lumber baron has assured us. The gold will be flowing. Tourists will be coming. It'll be
Mayor,
delightful.
I promise
and with
you.
that,
I promise you, if you cut that ribbon, I'll be very, very disappointed.
who is this man that keeps interrupting? And then you hear Dr. go, yeah, Emerald!
Listen to the sax,
The
my
guy goes,
lord.
Emerald! He made Burke pee. Whoa! But think of the money.
And that money will help everyone, Mayor.
Boo!
That money's going to flow for everyone. Or just the Baron.
Well, the lumber baron will be counting it. The accounting firm will be being sure that it gets distributed freely.
Oh, well, then there you go, everybody.
Stop. What are you so easily convinced for?
Excellent. Very well. Then.
Oh!
Clunk.
Oh,
So he snaps the. Way to work with the 8 wisdom.
All right, I guess it's just got to get washed. It's just gotta get cleaned
The
first.
ribbon snaps, and the Lord Comptroller Burke. Yes, and this little gnome goes. And he says, "Start the excavator!" And you hear.
Wow, they really meant they're going to break ground.
there's like a rumbling and a shaking. Chop chop! And
That's
bursting
good.
out of the side of the building. There's a terrible sound. Is a massive clockwork, some sort of device bursts out the side and starts ascending, heading towards Lowtown. We're gonna take our 10-minute break right there. We'll be right back and see if we can break some ground.
Yeah, but
I
first,
think
we're
it's
gonna
already-
start
Oh yeah, what's our
running,
secret word?
Been broken.
The word is cut it out, all one word. So if you want a chance to win $50 for the pledge manager, $50 in credit for the Kickstarter we're currently running, type cut it out, all one word. We'll roll the giveaway when we get back. All right, thank you.
Woo!
Welcome back to our Lowtown live stream actual play extravaganza part 2. And we had during the break we had our giveaway for $50 of Pledge Manager credit, and then it was Animation Giant.
Yes, Animation Giant. I'm going to be whispering you. You'll get a private message on Twitch. Just got to get your email, and we can set you up.
Congratulations, you got $50 of Pledge Manager credit to spend in Cities Untold Lowtown, which is a big chunk of what we have here on the table. So, last we left our Intrepid Heroes, the ribbon cutting ceremony has commenced, and a simple little excavator has burst out of the building at the beck and call of the baronial comptroller, and it's headed on in to start this new municipal project to the joy of all the people. So there's just a simple little peace-loving excavator headed your way.
I've
What?
never seen a peace-loving robot in my life.
What would you guys like to do? So the crowd also kind of turns and gasps and when they see this thing, and they're kind of in awe / they're not sure really how to react, and the mayor is also kind of not sure. Seems to be kind of excited, but also is like, man, that thing wasn't quite anticipating.
Bunch of
they
people
maybe
showing
start
up
this
for a
early.
monster truck rally for the first time.
Yeah. So what is it? What do you guys want to do?
Well, I feel like while everybody's distracted by this robot, we could do something surreptitious.
You could. Oh, where are you? So you guys, I'm assuming you guys are in around the crowd, right? Rallying up the.
I'd have to be at
the
least
people.
on the
You were
stage
right in
by
the
now, right?
middle of
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah, I went right up into their faces.
You were right down the center of the
Yeah.
stage here, and you kind of in the back, were probably by the sign place, right?
Yeah. Working through the cut it out.
All right. So, and you're putting Pisato there. All right.
What's
Oh.
range on the cube?
All right. What do you guys want to do?
How quick is the excavator moving here?
It's moving faster than a human walks. It's sort of steam is blowing out of its pistons are going like.
Currently, it's over the wall. Like
Yeah, it sort of burst out of that building. It didn't even bother with the door. I just ripped the wall off, and it's sort of leapt up. It's smashing the this bit of crumbled wall.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if when a tank goes over the ground, it just sort of shreds everything. It's the same thing. It's just kind of already leaving a little bit of a trail of destruction in its wake.
I'm sending it
Well-
over in Slack.
Okay, I'm trying to ready
If
my action.
everyone's distracted right now, maybe we could get across that bridge. I say to whoever is around me right now.
Yes, and also, sorry, out of character, just to help understand. Toby actually has an item called the Cube of Force, which he could, and this is what you were talking about. This is what
Yeah.
we were talking about, right? Like, if we run across the bridge, he can actually put a Cube of Force that goes a 15-foot barrier.
Yeah. I was also trying to figure out how far away.
It's
from the
centered on you when it's
Okay.
activated, so you would
Okay.
have to be like on the bridge at the time.
Okay.
But you could do that, and then an invisible board. He can make it non-living matter can't pass through it. So like, so no person could like walk through that barrier, and then that would last for a minute, and you guys can get across. Do not worry about me. I
Oh, boy.
can fly.
We've
But
heard-
also, I will.
Of course
I
you can.
distract these fuckers.
People?
These yeah.
My
yeah.
6-year-old's watching.
I did,
He's learning a
I
lot
said
about
forgers.
humanity
I
and
said-
society, how to behave.
I can yet again still take some distraction here if you guys want to try to get across the bridge. If that's the plan, I can help out.
I was either thinking that or
So
try to stop,
I haven't
trying to like stop that guy a little bit. from-
True. Yeah, yeah.
So can
I want to see
like,
how he's going
look
to jump
in
over
the
or
mayor's
walk into water.
pockets
Because
and see what the mayor has, and can I also look at the
You'd still have
robot
to get
and see
over
what
there,
is
but,
inside
like,
the
yeah.
robot?
yeah, that's what.
Choose
I get over there, I
one,
can try,
start
like,
there.
Try to prevent it from
I love this
crossing.
plan. Do you know what the range on the
It doesn't
array of X-ray
say.
dome?
I got.
So you want to scope. Choose which one do you want to do. Want to
I want to target the mayor.
mayor? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna X-ray the mayor. You are.
30 feet.
Are you gonna work towards Are you gonna work towards the bridge with your cube, or are you gonna try?
Where am I
and-
currently?
Yes.
I'm currently
You are
there.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Kenku.
I'm deciding if I want to
You have to
like
get a
go to the
little
bridge
bit
or
closer
try to
from where
stop the
your current
excavator
position
from
is.
crossing.
Liberty.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
you're
I would
by the
definitely
blue
see
dragon
you
door,
on the move, and I
and
trust
then-
you. So
What should we
I
do?
would say, what? Let's go for the bridge.
Okay.
I've got a feeling this is our chance to really go over there. I don't know if there's much.
Everybody,
we can
even
do.
these like the guards that were there, everybody's looking at this spectacle.
30 feet movement, so you can.
Now's our time.
So
But do we
you
want to
should
stop
be
the
able- that's
robot
what
or
I'm
get
saying.
across
You
the
should be able
bridge?
to do it totally
I think
fine.
we
You
need to
will
get
just
across the
have to
bridge.
to be able to have that call.
All right, so
I don't want to see my beloved city ruined even more. So I'm debating.
But then you can help rebuild it afterwards and make something for
Beloved
everybody.
City is gone.
It's true. It is crumbling.
nothing
Shadow of
but
its
the
former self.
yes, but nothing but the cobblestone remains. I still love the cobblestone. That thing's gonna break it. I
So
spent
do you-
hours deciding on the cobblestone.
So it sounds like you don't want to go over the bridge.
But I would rather.
Well, it sounds like the city means a lot to you, and you want to try and stop progress
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
or
Because,
destruction.
And it's the mayor's fault.
but I only have one chance here, so I'm trying to decide.
Well, the thing about that, you're gonna try and scope out the mayor with
Does
the
the-
ring of excavation.
Does the excavator look like it's has any other function than to excavate? Is it harm? Like it's gonna? Does it look like it can hurt people?
Absolutely. It looks like you could massacre people faster than you can blink an eye. I mean, you are.
Faster than a speeding bullet?
Yeah, I mean, one arm is a giant scythe, and I mean the thing is 20 feet tall. It's got a giant scythe, and the other arm, it looks like this is some sort of like pneumatically driven hammer that's just vibrating with with magic. So yeah, you think this could probably pulverize people. I mean, you could pulverize stone and rock. You could probably pulverize a castle in hours, much less
Yeah.
people wouldn't stand a chance. But it's just being simply used for simple renovations in the town.
I can see that. Sure. Yeah. Oh God, it's all.
What are you gonna do, Amaranth? Well, these guys are you're gonna figure out you're following him still, right? You're kind of you guys are
Yeah,
sticking
pretty
together.
much.
You're gonna scope the mayor. Well, what are you gonna do?
Let's see. So you guys
Maybe there's a
are
way we could
sticking around here,
get
is that what you're
across the
saying?
bridge and then get him from the other
So far,
side.
yes.
Alright.
Going all the way across to try to stop him.
There
like,
could be more
yeah.
on the other side. This could just be the first one.
Yeah.
I don't want to solo that thing, but
I kind of really want to try to like at least try to prevent that, stop it a little bit, but
Do you need a partner in crime for something?
No.
I'd appreciate that, but I think I'm gonna have to.
A partner in wholesome activities.
So as you
Pardon me. I just gotta double check the range. 1, 2, 3,
what are you looking for on the mayor?
Any kind
Actually, I
of
wanna do the bridge.
evidence
No way.
or
Yeah,
in-
that
And
way,
if we get over there and it's
exculpatory
like
or,
closed, I can swim and
I don't know,
go over
plans,
something.
we just like
papers,
close off the bridge so the
stolen
the
goods,
guards have to face
incriminating
that,
evidence.
and they probably know a way to turn it off if they're the ones in danger.
So
Yeah, okay.
So you're gonna sort of go up to the bottom stairs. So you're close enough to to the mayor. You scan him
Which
with
one
your.
is the mayor?
The mayor is the tiefling in the flying robes. So you scan him with a ring of glasses on.
The X-ray glasses.
X-ray glasses are on. And it seems like he is wearing nothing under the robes.
Ooh.
And has.
Typical.
Yeah, this is typical. Tieflings, they no underwear. So the mayor just seems like nothing, but you can't help but notice right behind the mayor, the what is it? The baronial comptroller Burke has
a pouch with enormous amount of cash, like a lot of cash on him, as well as a number of documents and the like. And then you can actually see, it looks like, you can't read them because they're rolled up, but it does look like, one of them looks like it's been like layered up a little bit. And you're no stranger to forgery from what I understand.
Sure,
It looks
like
like
a
you might have,
palimpsest or something.
seems like there's some, he might have some shady documents on him.
I see.
And an enormous amount of cash,
Okay.
as well as he's got a stiletto in his boot.
Really? So he's wearing lifts.
Yeah. No, it's a dagger.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
It's a like an assassin's dagger.
Gotcha.
6 foot. I don't think so.
Yes. Meanwhile,
I decided I want to try to run to the bridge and
you guys are sprinting for the bridge
and
Yep.
try to get there before the guards can.
before they notice others staring at the spectacle.
I am going to make my way to that scaffolding bridge. My shoes glow like these calf height boots glow for a moment, and these two wings plop out of the, and I can fly, and so I move 60 feet in that direction is where I'm headed.
No, up high ground.
Yeah, I'm trying to get as whatever 60 is that gets me to the top.
You get to about here.
Right there?
Yeah.
Alright.
Instead of moving a dash.
No, that was just one. Because
He's 60 foot
it's a
movement.
60-foot fly.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see the distance between me and this guy.
Well, it's a little more than the terrain. Try 14 inches. So it's 70 feet.
70? Okay, come on.
Do you want to ready something when it gets closer? I mean, it's moving this direction with rapid velocity.
100 feet, great. Yeah.
Shocking grip.
Is it trying to jump across or just walk for the water? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I perform an action or
Sure.
Yeah? Fantastic.
Meanwhile, you guys are
Yeah.
sprinting or
Yeah.
running a dash. So you're gonna run. You're gonna kind of have to work your way through the guards here around the mayor.
Actually,
Unless you want to climb up the wall.
I can try to. climb the
Yeah,
wall.
I'll climb up the wall.
Yeah.
I'm a little scaly lizard.
Do you think you guys have a climb speed?
Oh,
what did I say?
I wouldn't know.
So if not, you give me either an acrobatics or an athletics. It should be an athletics, I guess.
Okay.
But I'd let you use acrobatics. if you want.
Acrobatics, I would prefer.
I prefer athletics.
It was 16.
15.
Perfect, no problem. You guys scamper up the wall. You've scoured the mayor, and what are you gonna do? Are you taking action? Are you gonna?
Yes, I am using 2 sorcery points to use my meta magic action Quicken Spell, and I am going to cast Lightning Bolt at the excavator, 100-foot line. It makes a dexterity saving throw.
And this is as a bonus action because it's quicken.
Yes.
I'm using my inspiration. Hey. Oh, it's 14.
14? Well, guess what, baby? My save DC is 15!
All right. Give me some damage.
Yes, sir. Okay, so that's 8d6. 1, 2, 3,
How much is that? I have one more inspiration.
5.
You've got like 4.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I don't
Currently,
think we've
Thank you,
used
Jack.
any of
Get
ours.
live.
Are getting
Yeah.
played anyway, so who cares?
currently Casey has 5, Nate has 4, Tyler has 5, Toby has 7, Phil has 2.
Okay.
So that's
Well, I got 2.
Well, you've used like 3.
They're basically saying thanks. You'll need it.
18, 24,
28.
Can the viewers give us
24
inspiration?
Plus 9.
Yes.
33. 33 lightning
I'll do
damage.
cool things.
All right, so you guys climb up the wall. You're peering at both the mayor and thing, and there is a thunderclap, and this brilliant cyan light washes over you, and you see Amaran. He's floating up above the dock. His hair is like his shirt rippling back. There's just like wind is whipping around him, and he's like channeling the storm itself. This blast of lightning streak out, hit this peace-loving excavator so, directly in the chest. It explodes all over the armor. You see cracks appear in the thing, and the whole thing starts sort of vibrating and shaking. If you're not mistaken, it seems particularly susceptible as a construct of sorts. It seems particularly susceptible to this lightning damage, and it starts to the lights in his eyes start like flickering, and it's shocking, and it sort of stops its forward motion for a moment. It rotates around, locks in you. The cyan eyes switch to red, and you see its legs like it like leaps up into the air. How far did I say you were flying? So 60. It's 40 plus.
I was 70. Yeah.
So it's 8. Okay. So it's taking a move and a dash.
Wonderful.
I
like to hear.
So
I
we
still have an action.
It leaps. Oh yeah, you still have an action. You want to take your action?
No.
Okay, wait,
let him come closer.
So it leaps. Let's
There's no way
that. What do you think the
Mess around and find
How
out.
much do you think
I
that thing
guess.
weighs?
This thing, at least 300 pounds.
Oh, dude, it's like 2,000.
Yeah.
5
Okay, how
pounds?
sturdy?
Listen,
at
I
least-
can't even guess.
At least 5.
Don't.
Can
As
handle
an
me.
structural engineer, how sturdy do you think that scaffolding is?
Are we taking into account that it's a prototype?
Yes, prototypical stuff.
Yeah. I can see that it has a few years of wear on it.
What do you think
or,
the DC?
No, they didn't use the best wood.
All right, we're gonna make a saving throw
Yeah.
for that wood. What do you think its DC is?
Like to resist,
Or is it 2,000 pounds? So it's just the thing's
You were,
sprung
I
up
just,
about
I just meant like
40
you were saying like resist.
I'm
Yeah,
asking,
I
I say
agree.
structural engineering.
I completely agree.
What they're asking is if it's the number to break or to not break.
To break.
Yeah.
To not break, right? It's trying to make safe. So it right. It wants to be below an 8 to not break. It got
Okay.
Oh, below an 8?
well,
Oh, yeah.
It made sense.
it was a
good.
reverse, like,
It was
yeah,
it was
yeah.
the yeah,
So
all tracked.
so good news for you is the thing hits the scaffolding and the scaffolding just absolutely shatters to dust despite the fine tooling of the prototypes.
Oh, just that side. Okay.
Oh no, the whole thing
Whole
is
thing?
coming.
Then
oh,
okay,
yeah.
my guess.
So you're gonna give me a dexterity save. Oh, you were flying.
I'm
Those-
flying.
all right,
That's why I was like, perfect. This yet again works in my favor.
Idiot savant over here.
I can't help it.
Oh.
It's natural.
Oh.
Hold
the cube above.
Meanwhile,
I want to so bad. I can see it happening. I mean,
Yeah, that'd be good.
yeah, okay.
That's cool.
I just want to use this cube.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Flight stand.
that's a little higher than yours.
A little higher, but that's
Go
fine.
on.
It's all good.
Oh, you
still-
look like
you're-
a
what do you do
god
in your
up
action?
there.
While this thing comes crashing down,
As
there's
it-
a huge splash and it starts sinking into the canal.
Well, it's within 60 feet of me, correct?
Yeah.
I think actually, if you took off the top, yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's probably perfect height. Well, I've got this lovely little cantrip called Frostbite, and since I cast a leveled
Mhm.
spell
You can
as my
still
bonus
cast
action, I
a
can
cantrip.
still cast a cantrip. So that's what I'm gonna do. It is a Constitution save, which I have to assume it has a better Constitution than Dexterity, but
Oh,
we'll
yeah, it's
see. We will see.
There we
Perfect.
go. Then All right. What's
It's a
what's
Constitution
15?
DC 15.
All right, we've got 18 is a success.
All right, then as the ice, as I kind of form the cold air into an actual cube around him, like into like something he's able to like break through, and he pushes it away, not able to land any purchase. I don't do damage, and it doesn't suffer any other effects.
No.
That's enough. It's just a
Save or die.
Yep.
All right. So but you still look good doing it. So you blast the lightning bolt. You wait till the thing lands. It drops. It's a beautiful sprinkling of snow on the water as it disappears beneath the surface of the water. So it just starts sinking out of sight.
sinks too quick.
It sinks rapidly, like 2,000 pounds of steel that just hit a filthy canal. And water sprays up. The whole crowd, everybody looks like, there's like sort of screams and gasps and sort of general dismay, confusion.
Hair whip.
The comptroller says, "No! But guards, arrest that man!" And the mayor's like, "Oh, he's disrupting the ceremony. Yes, arrest that man! Arrest that man! What is his name?"
What's the mayor's name?
Montefern.
Montefern.
Mayor Montefern. And somebody else, "That's Amaranth!" Yes, he's a wanted man, that Amaranth. Sackboy yells your name. So the guards start snapping to attention. And what are you going to do? What are you guys going to do?
The guards notice us.
Yeah, let's go.
They're
Okay.
thoroughly
Let's go
distracted,
initiative
so
order.
this is the
I got
best
a
time.
16 on this
This is
thing.
gonna mean
So
you
roll
roll your
d20
D20.
and your.
Add your dexterity bonus.
There's a little it says on here initiative at the top. Right there.
Okay.
Roll of initiative, everybody.
Nice.
What we're just trying to get across the
What we
bridge.
got?
20.
Whoa!
I'm gonna use one inspiration. I have 4 more, right?
Yeah.
So. I'm gonna use another inspiration.
Actually, Letitia gave you one, so you actually had 6.
I'm gonna use another inspiration.
Meanwhile,
I'm
I'm
at
going
like
to
3
defer you
right
on that because I also got a 20.
You down to
Whoa!
Yeah.
Claim got a 20. What'd you get?
Oh my god.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. You're just going later.
I have a negative to inspiration, so.
not inspiration.
All right.
Okay,
Oh.
what did you get?
20.
20. Who wants to go
Not
first?
lonely.
Clam, do you want to go before? Scribble Scream?
Yes. Scribble
Or
Scream.
Scribble Scream? Do you want to go first?
I mean, I do want to go first.
Fair.
Yeah.
My noble heritage. Stay out of my way.
Scribble Scream, and then what did you get?
4.
After 4 rolls? Okay, just check.
It was 3. I
Hey,
used.
you beat Amaranth. Let's just let have that be.
Yeah.
Okay, so Clam,
Okay,
you were
so,
at the top of the
It's gonna
order.
give me a lot of time to work on this.
so there's some disarray at the moment, right? Like the
Oh,
guards-
there's
the
pandemonium
guards
is
are-
about to
okay.
break out. This
And
is
so the comptroller,
Cassathra's
the
nightmare.
comptroller was previously humiliated with the shock and the
Yes.
the
Is
hand
outraged.
sweating and everything.
Yes.
So, and I think that I see some forged documents in his pocket. So I'm going to try to appeal to his vanity and maybe try and lure him away to a dark corner somewhere.
What's your angle?
My angle is that, I was like, I can't believe the way that you were disrespected earlier. I see that you're a man of fine taste, and I
So flattery.
as a fellow aristocrat, I don't stand for that, and I would like to discuss with you how you can revenge. Yes,
All right, so flattery into revenge, like the perfect angle.
for sure.
I love it. Have a give me a persuasion. Because it sounds like this is you're speaking the truth.
Well, yeah. So,
Unless you wanted deception.
no, I
You
mean
wanna persuade?
it's the same for me. So either one. I'm going to do another inspiration.
Woo! Down to 1.
2.
Oh, yeah.
Do I have one more?
You knew.
All
Burning
right.
them fast.
I know.
Thank you, channel points.
Okay,
Shots
so
to the
I
best.
have 17.
You have 1 left.
Very nice. May I?
You
give
know you want
my
to see
inspiration?
this. Come on, just give it to me.
What?
Can I
And-
gift inspiration to someone else?
No. Damn. That sounds like teamwork.
I'm collecting
He's
this.
logging them all. He's got-
yeah,
All right, so he
Am I 7?
he is definitely hook, line, and sinker. It's like, finally someone that understands me. Yes, I would love to hear these plots.
So, can we go, what's the,
Perhaps my private chamber.
lead the way?
Okay.
All right, so he starts sashaying in his wet tights.
Changed?
Squish, squish.
So he starts sashaying his way right over towards the bridge. What do you guys want to do? You see her just like prancing along behind him.
I was hoping to get across the bridge with just
Do you want to
our
try to
party.
because you're ahead of them. a
Yeah,
little bit.
but I
Do you
was
wanna
going to try to, like, you know, block it off, so, but I don't want to.
Do you want to follow after them?
Oh.
Block it off behind so nobody can follow you guys?
I have a question, though.
Yeah.
Do I know anything about this mayor? Like, how long he's been in office?
He's new. Well, you've been out in the woods for 8 years,
years,
right?
yeah.
So all you know is he's not the same mayor that was around. There used to be a beloved mayor, Mayor Blakeney. She was amazing, and I don't know. Some point in the last 8 years since you've been out in the woods, she's gone, and now you have this mayor. Who doesn't seem like the worst mayor,
But
no Mayor Blakeney.
Are they-
She's of the people.
was this mayor there when I was living in the town still?
No, you've never heard of this guy,
Okay.
Montfern.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you guys want to do?
I guess I will.
Oh wait, I forgot there. Oh yeah, your Scribble Screaming is up next.
Yeah. So, I don't trust these guys, so I'm going to try to get across there, but I can do a spell and then try to, like, book it, right?
Yeah. And if you are you tagging along with him?
That was my.
We can. So
yeah.
why don't you
Yeah.
guys go on the same initiative to make
Okay.
it easier?
I want to cast web on them.
You can attack the guards.
Oh, wait. Just so they.
In broad daylight, like
I-
your friend. Just
Does
double
web
check.
does that damage or
It
does
worked
it
out for me.
No, but it is.
to delay them? Okay, but you know what? Actually, no. I'm not because I was already planning to do the cube thing and that. Yeah.
If you want, yeah. I
Stick
trust you,
to
man.
the
Like
cube.
you're doing good.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, I'll go across the bridge with you
And I'll
then
grab
yeah,
your coattails.
Yeah.
So, and here's the awkward thing. So they're about to go. They passed right past you.
That one is me, actually.
Oh yeah, I grabbed the wrong. I grabbed the mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got your totally not poisoned cookie in hand, or whatever pie. All right. What do you?
I'll try to go, like, you know, across the bridge as well.
All right. Give me a stealth check if you guys want to get by those guards.
Stealth is.
And meanwhile,
I'll use my inspiration. Why not? Because I have a lot of them. Not inspiration. Yeah. Inspiration.
yeah, you've got a bazillion.
Okay, that is
19.
Woo!
Yay. Worked
24.
out this time.
All right. So the guards are just slack-jawed, watching the chaos wrought by Amarand. So they're just not even like. One of them's kind of chuckling. The other one's like pulling out some pretzels. They can't even believe what's going on. So they have no idea that you guys are. Are you going to do full move and dash?
yeah.
So you can basically get to right here.
Yeah.
All right. So and as you about to enter the bridge, the comptroller yells, "Stop dallying with the rabble and back to work, you stupid machine!" It is she's turn. So the water broils and roils and bursting back out. The huge machine bursts out of the canal, lands on this beautifully wrought stone. This was some of the work that you originally had done.
I see it across him to get a few minutes. Like, there's little left of what I built here, and
and
thing is destroying
it
it.
starts just smashing aside the remnants of the crooked whisker. And it starts just hammering into the ground. You feel sort of reverberations through the ground. Meanwhile, the guards have started to rally to the mayor's call, and they are rushing down in sort of a full sprint. 20. So they get to it, but they get kind of stuck by the crowd. How do you think the crowd's feeling about the guards right now?
Boo.
All right.
We don't trust these guys.
So difficult terrain. So they're kind of running into a full sprint, and they start trying to push their way through the crowd, but the crowd's not making it easy for them. So they're bottlenecked down here.
I can't see.
The other ones sort of form up around the mayor. And next up we have Emery.
Okay. So, as the mayor is, I guess, sending all these people towards me, or even just in this general area, I hate this thing. This should not. This is Mr. Squiggy's bar. You can't do that to this place.
Well, technically he signed the deed to the lumber baron, and now
Well,
it's
that
lumber
remains
baron's,
to be
right?
seen. There, the contracts written under false pretense, whatever.
You're a lawyer. That's good.
Sure. But the next move we are going to do is, I would love
Give me.
to. You can ask what I just was.
What are we gonna do first? Then I have.
There's something under there. There's some sewers under there.
As the stuff's breaking away, you can see. There seems to be floors been smashed through, and there's like exposed sewers down
Interesting.
below. Give me a perception check.
Okay,
It's your strong suit.
that's a natural 20. -1.
All right. 19. So you can, from here, being in the air, being one with the storm, you've never been more focused. And you can
Ionized.
see, yeah, electric. Right? And you can also from here you can feel the adoring gaze of Mr. Sack. You just feel like this. You're on top of the world.
Sack boy.
Yeah, Sack boy. And you can see from here two things you know. One, it seems like there are kind of hard to see from here, but looks like there's some shattered barrels, stuff with strange like bluish purple liquid that's just sort of like been sort of seeping out into the sewers. Whatever, there's big bundles of barrels. Some of them half shattered, some of them spilled, whatever. Weird sort of purplish blue liquid. Same color as your.
And that's definitely going
And,
to change what I was about to do.
Also, you note as this thing has been sort of smashing around the ground, there are, you are a creature of the air, but you also touch the earth. There's some cracks are sort of like forming in the ground, in the masonry, starting to come apart a little bit.
So, there's a wonderful spell called Agonazar's Scorcher, which is a beautiful fire damaging spell. I would love to use it, but I won't, given maybe, well, anybody got a coin?
You flip a wall.
I'll just roll a,
Odds and
I'll roll a
evens.
D4.
Got 120 of them for $100 on the books.
Okay, Valorian coins, all you can, all you can eat.
All right, 1, 2
my
heads,
ship.
3, 4 tails. Heads is I'm going to use the fire spell. Tails is I'm not going to use the fire spell.
Which one was heads?
1, 2.
1, 2.
That's 1, so I
Fire.
will use the spell.
I hope
Okay.
it doesn't kill anyone.
All right, we are yes.
My frats.
What weird
Frats?
barrels?
Oh,
What is
is
this?
it fraternity?
Chemicals.
But I think
kill my
Amaranth is
friends.
actually too distracted by the true to form limerick that he created
Yeah.
for the sticklers in the audience.
What
It's not as good as the first one, let's be honest. So he was too distracted, so he's doing the spell as he's saying shouting the limerick as he sees the mirror and all the guards coming back. I'm going to be casting Agonar's Scorcher at the, but it is a line effect, so it's anything within the distance between me and the. But I'm only doing it at second level.
I'm just shooting into the water behind it, so.
It's a 30-foot line.
So it's basically you to this thing, like just a little bit past this thing.
Yeah. And I'm just saying, like, if I think I probably would have wanted to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just perfect. Mainly because I want to give more distance between me and the guards.
Yep. Makes sense.
So now it's.
All right. Does it get a save?
It does. It's a deck save.
Ooh. I'm gonna take my inspiration.
3d8.
How many do I have?
It's a.
I take one more. I went from a 3 to a 2. Ugh. All right. So it's very focused on just smashing. It's following orders, just smashing, and it makes no move to try and even dodge. It gets absolutely blasted.
It's not that much damage. It is only 16 points of fire damage.
Okay.
But I don't know if that technically ends up making me hit any of the things on the sewer, right? Like,
Well,
I would imagine maybe.
it's a
but
straight line, right? So
Yeah.
it's basically diagonal them because you're up above it, right? So it's not going along the ground. If you're on the ground, you might have done something. But if you recall,
In a direction.
the
Yeah,
walls
okay,
of this tavern were soaked in lamp oil.
Yep.
Uh,
That was the other thing I remembered.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, what did he
so
do?
immediately, a blazing conflagration. There's smoke is just pouring up into your face. There is
So right before the fire spell goes, like as I'm casting the spell, Amaran says, "When Mayor Montefern first placed us on this track, 'twas not only intelligence that he lacked, for in his heart there is no part that gives love to any but his own sack." And then the fire.
Okay. Does anyone hear
Are you
that?
going to be dissing Sax in front of Sackboy?
so
It's the love of his own. He's not giving love to everyone's sack. He's just loving his own.
Yeah.
money sack.
Money sacks.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
exactly.
So
on,
That might be my money sacks.
So you rain fire down from the heavens, and of
Yes.
course the storm wind is just billowing around you, which is then of course flaming the fires even higher. And now people start to scream, right? Horses are whinnying, people are starting to scream, and panic is starting to set in. As it's just like
Fame is me, guys.
a pillar of fire just like explodes up into this, what was Mr. Squiggy's beloved Crooked Whisker Tavern is now just a biblical proportion pillar of flame.
Right.
All right.
Amaranth.
Yeah, you were directly above the fire and yelling.
I mean,
back
not
on
only
the other
that.
clam.
Yeah.
The
Now that the fire's there,
They
that
said
could
no
burn the potion.
riots. No riots.
What?
Does this look like a riot? to you?
No riots. Don't burn down the city. Don't kill anyone.
much attention
It was
placed
turned out
on
it was a
me right now.
checklist. It was-
Oh, it was
You guys are
simple.
getting in there. Look at that. You guys are going totally fine.
None of those things.
What
So,
what would you like to do?
okay, so are we headed to his private chamber?
Well, you were, but events have transpired.
Okay, so
Um,
it seems like
Well,
things are hitting the fan.
the apocalypse may be a brewing, but
So I want the documents that are in his pocket.
you want
And
to try and pick his pocket?
I would rather just kill him.
Jesus.
No.
Like I feel like we're close to this ravine.
Okay,
I could like maybe try and stab him and just like throw him in while I pull the stuff out of his pocket.
okay. Let's go for it.
Okay, great.
So, do you want to? You could. It might be more efficient if you tried to grab the documents and push him off. Stabbing him, pushing him, grabbing them, it's going to be a lot to
I know.
handle.
Well,
but
just I have this dagger, I haven't used it.
but you are well. why use a dagger when there's like a 20-foot drop into a polluted canal?
Well, it's the nobility in me. I love a little blade, but
Blade in the back?
I'm open to
I mean,
pushing
you
him.
probably wouldn't kill him with one stab. Is
Yeah.
the worry.
So maybe I'll just push him.
Also, don't you have some hideous spell?
I have
Oh, you
Hex, Maddening
you have
Hex,
vampiric touch,
and
don't you?
Vampiric Touch, yeah.
You want to siphon his life out?
Yeah, let's do that.
Drink
That
his
sounds,
life.
that sounds
Yeah.
really good,
I
actually.
think, yeah. And it's a gentle touch.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe you could siphon his life out and give him a little flick off the edge into the
Okay.
into the canal. None the wiser.
Let's
What do we
it.
think? All right, so that is a. I think you have a +7. What's your vampiric touch? Oh, it's chill touch. What's your? Is it a touch? Is it a range attack? Touch attack? What's a? What's vampiric touch? Is it a?
I got it
Is
right
it to make an attack?
Yeah,
is
I
it
have
a
it
I got it
spell attack roll?
It's a
Or is it a?
It should be
it's spell attack because
Yeah.
it's a
It's-
it's a touch.
So it's you probably have like +5 or +7 on your spell attack or something to measure. It's on your second
Vampiric
page.
touch.
+7.
The touch.
So give me a d20 +7.
Make a melee spell attack against a creature within your reach. On a hit, the target takes 3d6
Oh.
necrotic damage, and you regain hit points
Well,
equal to half.
I'm giving you advantage because his guard is down. You were behind him,
Yeah.
and he is
And he's
thinking
wet,
of
you know.
vengeance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is also a concentration spell up to 1 minute, and you can do this every round.
Like once it's active, you have
Yep.
the vampiric touch is active at anybody. You can
You make the
start
attack,
siphoning,
and
like-
I make the attack every time, but you don't have to like cast the spell again.
And I
You go
have no
vampire mode.
inspiration left?
You won, I think.
I
But you
thought
get
you had
advantage
one.
You have,
anyway.
you
So
have
you,
3 inspiration.
so you get to
Okay.
roll 2. You get to roll 2 20s. Take the best, and then if you need to.
So you
burn
already
more.
roll 2 because you got advantage. 15, hell yeah. Plus your spell attack.
7.
So
yeah, that's a 22. That's
So we'll just take that.
absolutely a hit.
Yeah, great.
So give me some damage, which is like 3d8 or something.
3d6.
3d6.
I got 6 right here. And you also do have your regular. Just roll 3 times. Or I can give you 2. I'll get that. I'll get
okay.
that.
You use
you go.
inspiration?
No, she did not use inspiration. She had advantage.
So,
That's a-
13?
Hell yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, because 13. Yeah.
And a plus. All right.
Do we like the comptroller anyway, though? Like, we just don't.
He was
Yeah.
bound for this.
No,
we
like-
knew it from the moment he was
Come on.
introduced.
He had
No one
simple
likes
Give me a
rules.
contested athletics check. So,
Oh.
on your other side
This
of
poor
skill,
cleric.
so it's a
Yeah,
skill
I'm
check.
not athletic, but
You're cleric?
Well, you're trying to shove him.
Oh.
Well, he's
I
also
haven't
getting
done
he's getting the
cleric
life
yet.
sucked out of him too.
Ooh, you
so-
have to. You
I
have
haven't
to
done
beat
anything yet,
this.
so.
okay.
You got this. So, the likelihood that you can beat a 16 is that you have to roll a 17 because you have a -1
Sure.
strength.
But I
So you
have
should roll an
2
18.
inspirations,
You
right?
gonna burn it?
left? Yeah,
Mhm.
obviously.
You have 3
Hell yeah.
inspiration.
I have 3.
Hell
okay.
yeah! It's an 8.
It's an
18.
Another one.
8. 1.
So you have 1 left.
Okay.
You want to use
Is
it
it?
here?
Right, he has to die!
Well, he has to at least get shoved. Yeah. That's a
All right.
6.
So.
You just
You-
got another one.
Oh,
We're doing this.
Okay. So you what color does your hand turn for vampiric touch?
Black.
Black. So just black. You just disappears in darkness. Touch lightly upon the back of his neck. You feel like his life force siphoning out. He gasps in dismay. Ah! And
Yes.
it rolls around as you push him into the canal, but he flails around in desperation and somehow manages to grab your arm and he pulls you with him as he topples into the canal.
Okay.
Sploosh into the polluted waters below. We're on to Scribble Scoop. What are you
Okay,
going
so
to do?
I guess my plan of like waiting for Clem to get across and use the cube is now not a thing. So I want to inspect the gate and the gate's closed, right?
Portcullis is closed.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there? Do I know of this gate like anything
Yes.
around this gate? Okay.
Yes, definitely. You built the city.
Yeah.
Right. There. You know what? You know there's a secret latch. They always have there's a secret release latch. Do you have mason's tools?
I have the carpenter's tools.
Carpenter's tools?
Yeah.
All right, give me a check with your carpenter's tools. See if you get a 14, you can find the latch and unlock.
Inspiration. 17 plus
All right, first try.
Something. Yeah.
All right, clink, clink. Portcullis. Heads on up. Oh boy, this thing is built in there.
Yeah, that one's a little bit hard to get to because it's the long.
Oh no, prototypes! My bridge. I'm determined to take it out though. All right, so what are you gonna do while the portcullis is clicking up? It's stuck in the prototype.
So I'll try
Oh, it's not coming out.
go in there
Yep.
with Larry, and then once I'm in there, I would like to use a cube to not let
Seal the.
living people. Yeah.
Boom.
Then I do want to find though it's called.
Boom.
The whereabouts of the guy who ruined my city.
The lumber baron.
Yeah.
Well, chances are he's in the lodge,
Yeah. So
which is not in town. But we can definitely search in.
or where he does his operation, like
Yeah, this is his business
Yeah.
center here.
yeah. So I want to get there.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, cube goes up. You're racing in with him. Do you want to do any actions as you're heading on in there?
I probably look behind and see that our
Oh, do you
fellow
want to give me a
adventurers.
perception?
Oh,
See
yes,
if you- yeah.
sure. To see if I see them falling in. So that's what is it? I think it was +3, so 13, 14, 16.
Oh, so you just as you guys are heading in the portcullis, you turn back and you see Clam plummeting off the edge of the cliff.
Clam returning to the water.
Right.
Grasped by the comptroller, and then disappears under the
Disappears?
surface of the
Okay.
disappears on the surface of the water.
Noted.
Thanks.
And I
Well-
head in. I'll remember that for later. we'll figure that out.
I mean, you can.
I'm
swim
flustered.
also.
Like-
You're a
like-
lizard folk.
well,
I figured that Clam will be able to hold their own a
okay.
little bit,
I'm
especially
really
with
okay. Okay. I'm pretty torn here, but maybe Clam needs some kindness shown to her for once in her life. And
I melt her icy heart.
maybe
wow.
I dive in to see if I can save, because I'm probably not all the way through yet. But
No, you saw it just in the nick of time before you. All right, so you.
I'm really torn about it, though. It was like a.
Okay, so I split myself from the party. Nice.
And
Well,
sealed
I'll
off
come
the
back.
thing with your cube of
Yep.
force.
You can handle yourself. You seem.
All right, so you.
At this point, it's
you
I'm gonna
leap
have
off
to
the
do
edge.
some Metal Gear stuff to get
Beautiful,
in there.
beautiful swan dive into the murky
Myself, I'm
canal.
going to do this. You know what?
You notice two things immediately. You notice no stranger water. One, there is like a bluish purple tinge in the water.
Oh,
It seems
no.
like, if you're not mistaken, something must be seeping into the water here, like all getting polluted by something. And you also see Clam and the comptroller is like trying to get his hands around her neck, trying to throttle her out of the water. It looks like she is in trouble underwater.
Okay.
What's your third view? So you could get over to them with a dash, or you could take an action from the water.
Can I cast Sanctuary at this point? Am I
On
okay?
her?
Yeah, I would like to cast
Yeah.
Sanctuary on Clam.
This is going to protect you from demo damage.
You won't
Yeah.
regret this.
I hope not. Stop hurting people.
Be ashamed if you regretted this.
Oh no.
All right. So, what color? What's your sanctuary?
It's probably a really disgusting sewage brownish green. The most you would
So
never want to be caught in this color.
Yeah, but you feel enshrouded by protective magic, a delightful protective stink. What? Okay. Meanwhile, over here, this thing is still. So you see, it's starting its body's starting to sort of like melt off, like the armor is starting to sort of crack and melt. It's because it's now caught in a blazing conflagration of your creation. But it's still just smashing away. And from your vantage point under air, you see. Oh yeah, there's a lot of smoke. It's just smashing away. You just hear reverberations in the ground. The guards, meanwhile, are stuck with the crowd is now trying to run the other direction. Everybody's screaming fire and coming the other direction, and it's sort of stymied the guards, so it's buying you some time. And we're on to our Amarand. It's your turn. And it's black smoke is like pouring up everywhere, but you hear just like the terrible sundering of earth.
Right.
Like the cracking and shattering. Oh. All right. Suddenly a spray of like blue comes like almost like oil flying up, but it's like chunks starts spraying up out of the ground.
Yeah.
Like these huge, beautiful chunks of some sort of strange mineral. It's sort of iridescent, bluish, purple something, and it's humming and vibrating with magic. It starts like just raining down everywhere. And if you're not mistaken, you're a sorcerer. If you're not mistaken, this is Wyverstone. This is a highly charged, highly valuable, highly poisonous material. It gathers spell energy. It will defy gravity, and people will pay enormously for it. And it's just like there's like a geyser of these chunks. You've never seen it under pressure. It seems strange. They're just like flying out. In fact, and some bits are starting to like float in the air. Huge chunks are like flying out, flying out everywhere. What are you going to do?
Well, I think my first.
Oh, the mayor sees it. Oh, I'm rich. Wait, no. Whoever owns that is rich. What would you like to do?
Okay. Well, this has gotten away from me. A little bit. First, I'm going to hold my breath indefinitely.
Okay. You don't need to breathe. You're a creature of the air. Right? No, you don't need to breathe, though, right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. So, I imagine
that
just
helps
inflates.
When you're breathing.
It inflates for sure. And like the current economy, I go ahead and. Is the smoke obscuring me to the point where I wouldn't be able to discern its location?
Which the construct? No, you can see it. It's big, and it's starting to glow red hot. Like sparks
from like all
flying
the
off of it.
From all the flamage.
And you're not that far. You're like 15 feet from it, so it's.
Yeah, I just was making sure. I just
it's slightly.
My biggest issue right now is.
I mean, you have a lot, but.
Well, no. My biggest one is is I can finish this thing off. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, no, I got it. Okay, so I am going to summon the force of the storm and lightning bolt once more.
Again. All right. Dexterity
third,
save.
yes, at third level.
Ooh. Makes it save at a 19 or 18 minus 1.
Alright.
Give me what's the damage?
So it's going to be 8d6 halved. So give me a moment.
But also, yeah. You can skip the halving because it's going to double again.
Got it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Woo!
Okay, so that's
5 and
6, 12, 18, 24, 26.
You've done
26 points of lightning damage. And since that was a lightning attack, I can, as a bonus action, take a free 10-foot movement this way. And what I will then do,
right into
this
the
way.
spray of
Yeah.
light.
This
Okay.
yeah, I was like, I forgot that the spray was happening. This way, and then I am still going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. I have 35 movement.
Nice.
So I'm just trying to kind of like
Yeah.
move to a different spot
That's good.
over here. And get myself more positioned away yet again from
All
the
right,
guards
so
that are heading
you
this way.
you blast this this thing. The lightning bolt just crackles from the heavens. You are the storm, right? For a moment, your eyes turn to lightning, and hair is flying back.
Yeah.
You hear the wind cry your name. The lightning crackles down, hits this construct, and you see it sort of shake and shudder. It detonates with an absolute resounding shockwave of sound and light. Pieces of metal are flying everywhere. People are screaming. They can't believe what's happening. The concussive shockwave is so great that it blows out the fire.
It's convenient.
And you can just see like the beautiful plume of like the Wyverstone. It's just like it's sparkling in the light, spraying up. And from there, you can also see the concussive shockwave. There's now the things out. There's a huge. Looks like there's a fault line.
Oh, yeah,
right?
you were
It's built
saying,
over a
yeah.
fault line. You see it sort of shaking and shattering, and the earth explodes open.
I was gonna say, in the moments as the fire goes out and the ground's like shaking and cracking, right between those moments, he goes, "My gift to the city for all you." Oh, jeez.
We spoke too soon.
A purple worm nest, right? And the fault line where they love to burrow. It is the softest earth. It bursts out of the ground. Its maw clamping the ground just below your feet. Your gift to the city. People shriek.
Well, there's a new limerick. Hold on.
Alright, Clam. You are underwater.
Okay.
This fop is trying to call you, but now you are protected by its sanctuary.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Okay, so I can fly.
You have to cast fly though to do it. You want to do it?
Yeah. And can I grab him and bring him up with me and then drop him?
Absolutely.
All right, let's
Well,
do that.
you're only going to get 30 feet. So casting is going to be your action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to let you grab him and fly up. So you can get 30 feet up. You say you're 10 feet under the water. So you get 20 feet up. So you get about to this height. So maybe next round, if you go full up, you can go 60 feet up
Yeah.
and then drop him,
Yeah, I
and
wanna
he would
drop him-
splatter like a
I
watermelon.
want to drop him on the stone.
Yeah.
So.
So it's gonna take you. It's gonna take you to.
Okay.
But you can. All right. So you country. Do you do anything look? What happens when you fly? Is there anything?
I
Does it look like anything?
fabulous.
Okay. All right. So you burst out of the. You burst out of the water.
Yes, like Botticelli, you know.
Well, Botticelli with a beautiful aura of sludge.
Yeah.
Right. You have this
For sure.
this sewer sludge is like just rippling off of you. You burst up out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
From the water, you're carrying this.
Yeah, I have him by the
his-
scruff,
Yeah.
you know, of the neck.
And
The scruff of his scruff.
scruff of his scruff. So you are flying up and he's like thrashing around and is just absolutely bedraggled. He is a...
And I'm taunting him as well.
Ooh, just describe your taunts.
Well, I'm insulting the poor quality of his clothes. I'm insulting his poor taste in art.
Oh, yeah.
His misuse of words.
Oh,
his
you're
poor handwriting.
Breaking his spirit
Absolutely.
as you haul him
Everything
up
that he
over the
holds
ground.
dear.
Scribble scream.
Okay, so
Chaos is breaking up behind
Yeah,
you. What are you gonna do?
I get for the gate, and like I thought Larry was with me, and I just hear like screaming and like the clanking and the explosions, and I hear now a worm, or I hear some beast. I was like, and you know the gate's closed behind me, but I think to myself, these young whippersnappers will be around. I was like, I have one mission in mind. I want to get into that manor, or that keep over there, and I'm gonna try to find the blueprints.
Ooh.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
So you're gonna race in.
I'm sneaking.
Well, because you built a bunch of the city, I bet you know
Yeah.
there's probably a back way in,
Yeah.
right? All right. So give me an investigation check to go to search for blueprints. Oh man, look at your reliquaries there.
Yep.
The artificer set. Oh, that's awesome. Give me an investigation.
Investigation.
And that is
18.
Woo! Okay, so you were a city planner. You know how
Yeah.
files are kept.
Yeah.
You go and you immediately expertly rifle through drawers and find which blueprints. What are you looking for? Which blueprints?
The Grand Promenade.
The plans for the Great Grand Promenade. Okay, you got them. No problem.
There's one thing I want to do with that though. Now that I have it, I do want to try to use my Kenku skill of
The forgery
forgery document. I wanted to put my old plans.
Yeah. So from memory, you have them committed to memory.
Yeah.
You
I'm very good at remembering things.
All right, you are working like the wind. You're forging the documents back to your original, which was grand. It was grand affordable housing for all of the populace, so there wouldn't have to be slums. Awesome. We've got okay. So the this purple worm, it bursts out, chomping around, and it heads immediately towards this throng of people. And it chomps right at Cassandra. Is right there. All right. Swallows Cassandra whole. And the ground continues to shake. It is definitely a purple worm nest. There is a second purple worm bursts out.
I did not build this knowingly. It's not my fault.
All right, people are now absolutely panicked. They're screaming. They're running in all directions. The guards are panicked and screaming. They see the Kassathra's hand flops to the ground. Someone faints. They're clearing out as rapidly as possible. Horses are screaming. This guy's calling off. Everybody's trying to clear the way for these things are absolutely going to kill everyone. You've never seen a purple worm this big. It's a good thing you have all your lightning bolts left. We're going to.
I have a few.
You get more?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you're who's up
Yep.
next?
I haven't.
Larry-
No, I
Larry's
haven't
up.
gone.
Larry, yeah.
Larry.
It's me. I'm in the. Hello. I'm sure.
Whoa.
I've
You're down here.
definitely
Hold on.
heard
Oh yeah, you
everything
can
going
get through the
on.
water. No problem.
Well, Clam looks like she's taking care of herself. She's not drowning.
Well, she's
she's
also
in
got
a
her sanctuary, so
she's-
you're like, she's safe.
right. I am going over to those people. I'm gonna, however far I can get. I think I can. I'll sprint over there and see what I can.
You can try and get the populace out of the way.
At
Or
least
you can-
anything I can do to help people move along. Because let's be honest, I can't hurt or really get these worms. I don't think. Oh. Okay. Can I see? Maybe I can help.
Yeah, you can. You could get. I mean, you could
Was
get to here.
angering? All right.
Amaranth, you could get to here, and you've got a line of sight on Amaranth.
Okay.
What are you going to do to help him?
Shield of Faith. on Angerang. If I can, I don't have to touch you, right?
Shield of Faith. Thank you.
Right. I'm Shield of Faithing Angerang for now, and
Is it concentration?
Because
your sanctuary is going to go down.
I
think it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Shield of Faith is.
Dang.
Do you?
I'll be okay. Like I appreciate it, but I think I'll actually be okay if you want to keep
Okay.
your sanctuary on.
No, I had to touch you
on,
for that.
Sylvia.
Whoops. All right. Well, I guess I'll just Toll of the Dead on.
So actually, Shield of Faith is concentration. Sanctuary is not.
It's not
No.
amazing. All right.
Okay, great. Shield of Faith then. That's
Fantastic.
that's what I'm doing this time. So
Nice.
I'll save Toll of the
Yay,
Bread.
Chet.
Bread.
Oh.
That was just me.
Yay,
Cold
Chris.
bread.
I'm like, I played these.
You-
I know what.
He's like,
All right, Shit, what does it look like?
Well, I'm really fond of all the vermin down there. So a bunch of hugging rats all around you. It's like a weird, furry, fuzzy, kind of disgusting rat king.
Just
You've seen
this
that
is what's gonna
around
help
you.
Is the legend of Amaranth.
Yes.
A mantle of rats. All right, so Amaranth.
Wings made of bats. I mean, rats.
Oh.
Also,
Mantle
like,
of rats upon
Summon
you.
storm.
Swarms. It seems like
It's like a
you
pelt
so
rug.
you've, opened a nest of purple worms bursting out.
I didn't do it.
It was your gift to the city, right? We all heard it. What,
No, you're right. It was.
It was your gift to the city. What
I
do you,
showed them that it existed. That's right.
You also you think you might be a little outclassed. You, to be honest, these are.
Okay. I see that the Dragonborn is still alive.
She's been swallowed. She could still be alive inside.
She'll be alive in my heart.
Oh.
All right. So,
And the ground is still shaking beneath your feet.
15, I'm flying.
You know.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60. Sorry, just a second. Right there. Just. That's my full movement.
Don't you have a 35 move? Oh, you're
60.
flying. Yeah.
okay. So, I am going to. So here's what I'm intending. I would like to. And I'll move.
Instead right there, I'll move right here. Basically, like
Right in front of the mouth.
right in front of everything.
Okay.
And I am going to Scorcher again on both of the purple worms. I care less about the damage, and I care
Trying to get their
more
attention?
about getting their attention and dragging them away from all of the citizens that are that direction. Doing whatever I can to bring in
Yep.
some other pathway for them.
Okay. Is Dex save?
It is a dex save. 15 for both of them.
All right, they have both failed their saves.
Oh, and apologies. I wanted to. No, I don't need to use a meta magic. We're good. I will also just shout out to the people to take cover in the mage's tower, essentially. Okay, so that's
You are Clam, you are next.
4d8.
I haven't got the bit.
So that's, oh Jesus, 7, 9, 10 points of damage.
10. All
Yeah,
right.
out of 48.
Yeah. Oh.
Jeez.
10. All right. So the you blast the both the purple worms. Beautiful streak of fire hits, and it just sort of like deflects off their hardened carapace. But it does seem to get their attention. However, you notice they don't seem to have eyes, right? So they're kind of, and it seems like they might be trying to ascertain direction from vibrations in the ground, and you are aerial. So they kind of they're glancing towards where the fire went, but they're sort of roaming their heads around. They don't seem to have a beat on you.
Can I take a bonus action just to land? Not be able to move further, just to land.
In other words, you want to drop.
I want to drop.
All right, you might take some damage.
You have Shield of Faith also, so it might
I'll
be
do.
okay.
All right, so what are you? It's 20 feet, so it's 2d6.
8 damage.
All right, so you hit the ground, and both worms.
And Shield of Faith does.
It's for AC. Plus 2 to
Oh,
AC.
yeah. So it was. It's just,
So
it's just
both
straight.
worms whirl around. Their heads snap as soon as you hit the ground.
Mhm.
The vibrations of you hitting the ground, they both whirl around, face right at you.
Wonderful.
And all the people.
And Clam, you are up, followed by Scribble Scream.
Yes. Okay, so I
You have 5 minutes.
want to continue, obviously, dragging him up into the air with me.
I'll do anything. No,
Yeah.
please. I'll give you whatever you want.
I said I'll take whatever I want, and I'd like to reach into his pocket and pull out the parchment.
His documents.
And looking directly into his face, I want to call him scum, and then let him drop to the pavement.
You see Gallagher?
Yeah.
Oh my
He
god.
plummets 60 feet
And it's that comical
onto
as well.
the hard, the perfect cobblestones. Scribble Scream spent almost a decade laying the perfect cobblestones, hard, impervious, dwarf-like cobblestones, head first from 60 feet on the
Painted
cobblestones.
them in blood.
It's just a splatter. From here, it looks like art.
Yes.
You see, like,
That's
just
how
a
the Chamber of
glorious.
Sorrows was made.
There's nothing left of him but a splatter and a codpiece.
Great.
Scribble Scream, you are up, followed
Where?
by the worms.
Where am I now?
You are in the building,
Okay.
scribbling away. No screams, just spear scribbles.
Yeah.
You've
The screams will
forged-
come next.
You've forged the documents.
Yeah.
They're back. What do you want to do? You hear screams outside.
Yeah,
you hear
so-
just absolute
Documents are
bedlam.
the documents are done.
Documents are done.
Okay, so can I get to a window from where I am?
Yes. In fact, you know exactly how fast you can get to an arrow slit.
Okay, so I try to get there, and I don't know if I have any actions left, but
Yeah.
okay.
Give an action.
So I
Oh,
get
man,
there
this
and just
gym.
like, I did not see any of this happen, so I'm kind of shocked. And then
But you love it.
yeah,
I've
With-
lost you.
they're gonna have to rebuild somehow, and they only have my plans now. So
So it works out. Let's get you. Oh, it's the clown. Where?
You've been clowned.
I totally lost your video. Where did I put you? I don't know. I put it in somewhere. Oh, he's over here. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, so you're over the arrow slit here.
yeah,
What do you want to do?
can I run up to my cube and grab it at least?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Use the object.
yeah. I don't know if I probably can't move anymore, but
Right. We got. All right.
yeah, I don't have range, so I'll end it there.
All right. The worms come right towards you, Amaran. Yikes! They're both going to
AC 14.
with the shield of faith.
With a Shield
Plus
of Faith. I didn't do a mage armor or anything. Nope.
Oh no.
Oopsie whoopsie.
Oh boy.
I want to see the worms. I'm so far away.
One.
It was either. I mean, that was why I couldn't do leveled spells twice, so I was trying to get both of them to draw their attention. So.
Oh, he remembered to
Give me
cast
a
Mage
DC
Armor
19
before-
dexterity saving throw.
DC 19 strength.
Does dexterity.
Dexterity. DC 19 dexterity saving throw. You got
You have
it.
6 inspiration.
That's a natural 20.
Woo!
For a total of 22.
All right. So, what's the energy? All right. So you both worms bite you.
Mm-hmm.
You take 22 points of damage. 22 points of damage. So 44 points of damage, and they both try and swallow you at the same time. Luckily for you, they're pulling against each other, and you manage to wriggle just at the right moment as they're pulling, and they lose their grip on you, and neither of them gets you into their gullet. Instead, you are suspended. You're back up in the air, but you still have your fly up, right? So
No, I dropped to the ground.
Oh,
Remember? Oh, yeah.
you didn't dissipate the spell.
I didn't
right?
dissipate the spell. I was
You
dropping.
just went to drops.
Tell me, is either of this thunder or lightning damage?
No, these are just raw teeth, like
Great.
foot-long teeth rending your
Then
flesh.
instead of going back in the air, my body just drops to the ground.
Oof.
Because 44 damage takes
Oh,
me...
because you hit the ground before.
Well, yeah, it takes me to 0.
All right. So you see Armand hit the ground like a sack of
As I'm falling to the ground...
Like a controller.
I just walk outside and see two bodies just hit the floor. Like,
Yep.
you know that pizza
And-
meme where he's walking the flames down?
If I had, the mage armor, it probably wouldn't have...
Did you
It was a
Might
7.
have.
It would have been a 17.
Are you dead?
All right, and
I'm
Yeah.
down.
you hit the ground. There's at the vibration, the ground breaks out again. Another worm bursts out, the biggest of all. It seems like you have unleashed a horrible nest of purple worms upon Lowtown. Who knows when they're going to stop? But I know when we are going to stop, but we are out of time. So we will have to see what happens to Lowtown from here. We've got a dead comptroller. We have a dying
Unconscious and
and we
dying
have
Amaranth.
an absolute plague of purple worms has been unleashed upon Lowtown. Amaranth's gift to Lowtown.
They won't forget this.
I think they'll be dead.
Anyone that survives will remember.
Will definitely remember me forever.
But at least they have some building plans for when they rebuild.
Yeah.
So perhaps to be continued.
Yeah. It just needs to be, in a safe place for it to be rebuilt.
Yeah, you just need to somehow deal with a couple of worms, and it's fine. You can rebuild using the wonderful new plans. No one will know the difference.
I mean, it's just
worm.
bringing property values down.
True, yeah.
True.
You got the
Affordable
lumber baron
living?
one way or
Yeah,
another.
we did it. We saved the town. Yes.
I mean, I'm sure whatever parchment I have has
You
incriminating
have
evidence of
you
lumber
definitely
barons.
have something as well as the lumber baron's comptroller.
Yeah.
There is no evidence of the lumber baron's comptroller. All right, so thank you everybody for tuning in. Our Kickstarter is running through Tuesday night at 9 p.m. You can check it out at the link below. It's stormfort.com/cities. It will get you there. Thank you for watching. Congratulations to who won the giveaway? Animation
Giant.
Yeah. And thank you guys for playing. Still, thanks for jumping on the D&D horse.
Yeah.
It was her
Riding.
first time playing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
This was a really fun game.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nate, as well.
Thank you for building this out. Thank you, Miles, for building it out. Thanks, Chris, for getting all the tech up. Thanks, Mace, for running it all. I don't know if she ran off. Thanks, everybody on the team, for all the support to get this thing going. And hop on the Kickstarter. We've got 4 more days. It should be a fun finish out. We have... we're going to let you know some plans on our update. Did the update already go out?
Yeah.
Oh, we already
Yeah,
let you know
before-
your
yeah.
plans. Sunday night, we're gonna show you kind of everything that's coming up. So there'll be a bunch of packs to look at. We've been listening to your requests,
Yes.
and we'll you can see the Elven trading post.
post, yeah.
And then Monday night, we'll show you the last of what we have brewing on our stream then, and we're gonna take the weekend off. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, guys. Have a good night. Thank you,
All
everybody.
right, thank you.
Thanps for all the inspiration points.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
We needed
life
it.
changing.
I barely used
Yes.
mine, unfortunately. So I kept rolling decent.
5 minutes.
Plus, I avoided all conflict.
Right.